Yeah. Oh, welcome to Beneath the Five Kings, a Sky King's Tomb adventure path. We're crits and cantrips and playing a little Pathfinder 2nd edition. I'm your host, Brendan, and I'm here with my friends, Josh, Lorna, Justin, Sarah, Dylan, and Austin, that guy that we just can't get rid of.
Ducks. I want you to know that the first note you made just ate.
Was not there?
Yeah. It was
just not there. I think I said what the episode. What was the episode number?
24. Episode 24.
Episode 24.
Yeah, it was just ha.
Darn tootin'.
I'll have notes over here.
Well, we didn't talk about this beforehand, but somebody have a banter topic?
Just do something really random. Favorite board game?
It can be. Say favorite board game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless you had something, Brennan, did I interrupt you in the middle of the thought?
Nope.
I've got
All right,
some.
It's gone now.
I just saw all your games behind you.
What is the most interesting thing you've read or watched lately?
Could be that too. It's ultimately up to Brendan.
It's up to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is your show.
It is your show.
Maybe what's the most interesting
show.
board game that
That's
no,
true.
I'm just kidding. It is? Yeah, I think so. I think this one's yours.
I don't think that's how it works.
Maybe.
I think we are a collective. We are a hive mind. And
Yeah.
as such, we don't have any individualized thoughts.
Oh.
So all our answers should be the same.
Like the twin thing where they like get on the side of a wall and both try to say the same word at the same time.
Something wrong?
All right, on the count of 3, we're all gonna say the same word. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Potato.
I'm
Oh my
fine.
god!
Monopoly.
Damn. I don't think we're a hive mind, Brendan.
It didn't work. All right, so it turns out we're individuals and we have different thoughts and feelings. So
Yes, we are all individuals.
if anybody has an opinion about one of those two banter topics, feel free to go right ahead.
I like that. The banter topic is which question do you want to answer?
Yeah.
I've been watching the HBO series Chernobyl.
Oh, that's
Wow.
fire. So
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Love that.
Is it
Very
fire
good.
or is it more like radiation?
It's
very
radiation.
radioactive.
Yes,
So
all
good.
of the above.
There's a fire at the beginning.
There
but
is
they
a
take
fire at
that-
the beginning.
They take care of that like too sweet compared to the
There's like-
radiation.
They
There's
do.
like a brief explosion and a big fire.
And then the firefighters come and they're like, "Why is my skin on fire?" They're putting out the fire and they got like radiation on. Ah, so good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay. Sarah and I just finished Korra, Legend of Korra.
Finished.
We watched the finished.
I'm gonna go mark it off your
Finished
list.
the first episode of Loki season 2.
Very nice.
Nice.
Needless to say, I am very confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time jumping animation, so good.
Not about
Like,
Korra. Korra
time
was very
slipping.
clear.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
over. But
Loki's a confusing one, that's for sure. The time slipping is so good, like the visual. I love that. Okay.
if good, you mean very disturbing. I agree.
Yeah.
Seeing the inside of Loki's body over and over again is not pleasant.
No, definitely not.
Ah!
The behind the scenes for that was super cool, like how he just like filmed different positions basically, and then they just like mangled the shit up.
Yeah.
Good. I just finished. I guess it was last week. Finished X-Men '97.
Nice.
Which was so good, and the behind the scenes the behind the scenes episode for the show came out today, and they talked a lot about how the show originally started in the '90s, but it ended with like instead of them playing the theme song at the end, like they apparently asked the question to all the voice actors of like, can you hum or sing the theme song? So it was just cutting from every member, like doing their own rendition of the, you know, it was good. But yeah, that was cool. So that's what I just finished watching. And then favorite board game? Don't really know. Honestly.
No, Austin, you're supposed to pick.
Nope, I'm
You
answering
chose your
both.
question.
I'm gonna
Damn.
go with the train one
actually,
that we
no.
play, Choo Choo Twain.
Favorite board game, and then
And mostly because I understand it enough that I don't have to be taught it every time. And it's simplistic enough that I enjoy it and don't feel like I have to put a lot of brain power to do okay in it. So, what's Ticket to Ride? That's the name of it.
You're so smart and beautiful, Austin.
Thanks, Josh.
Can somebody repeat the question? I got lost.
Favorite board game or favorite thing that you've watched recently, like TV show or movie or something?
Actually, apparently it's an and/or situation.
Yeah. I went with an and situation, but apparently it's supposed to be or, but I felt like answering both.
You gonna answer, Lorna?
Favorite board game is probably Dune Imperium. I really love Dune Imperium. Favorite, or interesting thing I've watched recently is I watched a documentary on the Ashley Madison website.
Okay.
Do you guys remember
Oh.
Ashley Madison? Like, do you remember what that is?
Yeah, I
No.
saw the preview for it on.
I
on
want to
Max,
hear
I think it
Justin
was.
explain it.
So,
That's furniture,
I
right?
remember.
No.
What's that? No.
No, that's Ashley Furniture.
No, it was a
Affairs
scandal
and discreet
probably
dating.
10 years ago. It's a
2015.
place where people would go to like cheat on their spouse
Wow.
and hook up with other people. And they got hacked. And so a bunch
so
of
everything got
people got
released.
exposed. And
Oh,
the
gods.
one that I remember was like, I think he was like one of the Duggars or
Josh. His name was Josh.
Remember the name, mon ami.
So yeah, and it just got a bunch of like exposure
Interesting.
and stuff like that, and yeah, it was wild.
It was.
I
just
haven't watched the
crazy.
documentary on it yet, but I want to.
It was a really good documentary, or like I enjoyed watching it. It wasn't like good, but I enjoyed watching it,
Mhm.
and just the idea that, and it's still in existence to this day. Like it didn't shut down after the hack.
That's
To this
wild.
day, you can log on to a web. It's like online Tinder. What? Why are you looking at me like that? It said
But
that
it's
if
She
you
learned
watch
from
exclusively
that
it-
documentary.
They said that at the end of the documentary. Yeah.
It's still like the fact that it was advertised and like just such a part of like the pop
culture.
experience at the time. It was so accepted that like there's just this website you can just create. Like what kind of there's just some things in this world that exist that I'm just like I can't believe they exist or why or like
Yeah.
why are we celebrating
It's
them?
wild.
It's
Or-
If
crazy.
he makes money, that's it.
Yeah.
We're all-
If
we're all
if
just-
there's one person out there wondering how can I cheat on my spouse, then there has to be someone out there who's like, I
How
could
can I
probably
make
sell
money?
him that.
Yeah. How can I make money off people cheating on their spouse? World's wild. That's
World
good.
is wild.
Dune Imperium and Ashley Madison
Which
documentary.
begs the question, which will be next week's banner topic. What service do you think that you should start providing? Because there's people out there who need it.
Wow,
What,
that
what do you
seems
think
like
you could monetize?
a really good thing to just announce on the internet instead of keeping to yourself. Have a notebook,
What?
write it down.
I thought that Brendan was gonna say, "What would have to happen in order for you to cheat on your spouse?" Well, I was sitting in this Discord with him. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
He woke me up too early. No, I'm kidding.
I think the answer for that one's probably different for every person.
Yeah.
But there is
Josh.
no good answer.
What's
What would
your
it take
answer?
for you to cheat on your spouse?
No. That's next week. That's next week. What's your favorite board game and/or what did you watch recently that you enjoyed?
My favorite board game is
It's a good one for you. You got a lot of board games.
Probably Twilight Imperium is one
Oh
of my
my
favorite
God.
board games. Just the time needed in order to play that board game is a lot, so I don't get to play it very often, but it's always fun when I do. If not, it's probably actually Dune Imperium as well.
Oh yeah.
As more of an approachable game. It just kind of depends. Dominion's like it depends on the genre of board game too. Like if we're talking about
Whatever you're feeling like, yeah.
people on a map versus engine builder versus Euro style game, deck builder. There's a lot of different things I could answer. So like deck builder is probably Dominion. People on a map, if Twilight Imperium could be called that, it's probably that. Kemet's up there. Risk Legacy, I have a lot of good memories with. If we're talking like a Euro style game, I'm pretty sure
I was talking
Wingspan-
Euro style, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wingspan falls into that category, and I like Wingspan quite a bit. And that's an engine builder too. I like that as an engine builder. Catan, a lot of good memories with that. You know, it was pretty
Classic.
basic. If we're talking like all things rolled into one, it's Dune Imperium, you know, because it's got deck building, it's got
It's
dudes
got a little
on
bit
it,
of everything.
it's got
I have
worker
enjoyed it.
placement. Yeah.
I've totally played that. I've never been good at it or understood really what I needed to be doing, but I've understood it
Yeah.
enough to at least play.
I think we should play sometime when you're not getting super drunk, Austin, because I think that's the issue. Is that
I think
you're
it might
usually
be,
like,
but I think it's more just my attention span. It's just like I rather watch TV. That's usually how I am.
No.
If you can sit through Pathfinder and you have the attention span for Pathfinder, then you have the attention span for Dune.
I could, but I do have 4 monitors, and Twitter is usually on one of them at some point during the night.
Anyways, the point I was going to make is I feel like you're usually like 3 or 4 drinks in by the time we start,
That's true.
and you're
Yeah.
2 or 3 in by the time that we are actually
It's the only way I
really
can get through it.
playing.
That's
And then
true.
you're like, okay, I'm gonna take as long as everyone else to take my turn, and it's not gonna make any fucking sense what I do. And it's like,
I like to throw a wrench into it, see if I can mess up anybody else's
Yeah.
plans.
and then Brendan's just sitting there going like,
Brendan's lost.
Everybody just muted out when you said my name.
Yeah, we were just waiting for you to respond, I think.
and then the favorite thing that I've watched recently is Lauren and I have been watching Avatar together.
Nice. Yeah, you were
Last
on
Airbender.
Secret Tunnel, right?
Yeah, we've made it through Secret Tunnel. We just watched the Wan Shi Tong episode, The Library, twice because Lauren fell asleep the first time. And then at the end of the second watch through, she's like, wait a minute, what happened to Appa? And I'm like, he got stolen by sandbenders. You watched it twice.
It's the saddest episode.
It is.
It is.
No.
It's not the
That's
saddest
not
episode.
the saddest episode.
That's fair.
Appa's
It's
Lost
not.
Days?
Appa's
It's-
Lost Days might be, but not
Yeah.
Appa getting stolen into the library.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about, like, that's, like, he's lost. Yeah, okay. That was, like, the inciting
Yeah.
incident.
The
for Appa's Lost
episode
Days.
where like Aang.
They haven't watched it yet.
Spoilers! I haven't seen it yet.
Spoiler alert, where Aang pulls
I
out
don't
that
think I'm
12
spoiling
gauge.
anything. I think
and
Lorna
blasts
can
Katara.
insinuate what I'm about to
Katara?
say, but whatever.
I just can't believe Aang killed all those sand people.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that was
crazy.
brutal.
Yeah.
Not just the men, but the women and
Women and
children too.
And he was fast. He's quick with it.
So for show that we watched recently, Ashley and I just finished Young Sheldon.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Been seeing that on
Very
TikTok a
good
lot.
show, very emotional, and ending
saw-
episodes because it was series finale.
10 seasons?
but
7
was
seasons? Something like that?
no, I don't remember. It might have been 7. I don't
Yeah.
recall.
I saw it on
8.
TikTok. Okay.
I think this season was 8. But yeah, very good show. And then
Longest running character, right? Sheldon?
I think
Think
so.
so,
I think at
yeah.
this
With
point,
Big
yeah.
Bang Theory and then Young
Like, if you
Sheldon?
combine the two, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And in
Does
Young
that make
Sheldon,
sense?
they show old Sheldon, like hint at.
I mean, that
older
makes 8
Sheldon.
seasons plus however many were in. It's like 18 seasons probably or something.
I think it's like 13 of Big Bang. And then board game.
12 seasons. 20 seasons. one character.
I don't know. I guess I would say Telestrations would be
It's good.
favorite
After
Mhm.
Dark.
board game. Yeah, of course, After Dark. It's the only good one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, is the Jackbox series a board game? Because if so, just
Sure.
any of
I would,
those.
I would say so. It's in the spirit of board games.
It really is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's all electronic and whatnot.
In that
but-
case, I might say Marvel Snap. You
Sure.
could play that. On a
play that
board.
right now.
Could. I did a bunch before we started, actually. Doing pretty good with my Annihilus deck. Anywho. Brendan?
My favorite board game is tabletop role-playing games.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like playing Pathfinder with my friends.
Now, do you
Yeah.
like 1E or
Uh,
2E more?
Eh,
Oh, it's tough now, right? I feel like 6
Yeah,
months
I mean-
ago, it would have been for sure 1E, but I feel like we're growing on you. Or the system's
I
growing.
don't know. I mean,
I think
No,
I
it's-
still prefer 1E just because it had so much extra stuff. I think this has the potential to get there. It's just
Oh, like
it hasn't
content-wise.
gotten to that point yet. But that had so many different classes that you could really do whatever you wanted. But I do enjoy 2E.
That's fair.
yeah, I think so far, I think running 2E is more fun, and I think like the combats and stuff in 2E are more fun. I think
love
there's a lot
the
more stuff that you
reaction
can do.
economy. That is
It really makes everything
amazing.
easier to
A lot more stuff
understand.
that you can do.
Yeah.
But to answer the question slightly more seriously, Axis and Allies is probably my favorite board game
That's fair.
because I will play by myself all day, every day.
Flip it.
Clip it.
And then I also like, but I haven't played a lot of different board games. Is the thing. I like board games. I don't have any, and I haven't had a lot of friends that like wanted to play board games. So
I
like
do
I
like
have not
Zombicide, too.
played like Imperium or Scythe or like a lot of those like really famous games. Like, I've never played them.
Zombicide is up there for one of my favorite ones.
Zombicide's good.
That's
I
one of the
like
more
it.
complicated ones that I've played, but every time I have played that, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, I've never played
Zombicide's
board
good.
games with you guys yet, so I want to.
It's a
Yeah.
You should bring Zombicide to camping this weekend.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be potentially windy and stormy, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to put it in a
Yeah.
car, maybe. I don't know what
Yeah, I don't know how that would
who
work.
would play
At
it,
least-
but
At least Zombicide doesn't have a lot of like pieces. I guess that could get lost.
it kind of does, doesn't it? Isn't that the one with all the little minis?
That's
I mean,
the
yes.
winter one.
I feel like that's like one of the ones that has a lot of pieces.
It doesn't have a lot. It doesn't have a lot of cards and stuff. Like you're
That's
not like
true. Yeah.
stuff that would fly away. Like hopefully
Yeah,
we would
the
be able to
winter
see if
one-
a mini was.
There's a lot more
Zombie
cardboard pieces.
That's fair.
Yeah, Dead of Winter has a lot more pieces and chips and shit.
But Dead of Winter's, I feel like, a very similar game to Zombicide.
I like Dead of Winter a lot too. It's a good game.
Sarah, just you know, I think.
Yeah, what have you been reading or listening to lately?
I guess I could have said reading too. All right, I'm gonna go get him. Just kidding.
He did say reading. He said books.
I know he
Yes,
said
he
that.
did.
I just couldn't have said it too, but I didn't.
Go 10 times.
Okay.
I haven't been reading a whole lot. They've been doing more podcasts recently,
Nice.
but
GCP, I assume, right?
yeah, definitely GCP for sure.
Or Father Bubbles.
For board games, I tend to be pretty basic. I really like Wingspan.
I see that at Target. I've thought about getting that multiple times.
It's really good.
Really
Dylan,
good.
if you want something for you and Sierra, it's both a fun game and also a beautiful game.
It does. It looks it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dragon
Yeah.
version too, called Wormspan, which
Which
I
Brennan's
think I
excited to
played Wingspan with you guys once, and it was just so lost on me. Like I could not. And I think
You
that's
really
my
just have to
biggest problem with
start
my board
playing.
games is that like I don't.
Who said
I've only played it once, so I did understand it. But I'm just saying, I think that's my biggest problem with board games is that I hate having to learn things every time, and I don't play them often enough to learn them. So I'm just like, I would rather not.
I'm
Like,
just
if
super.
I don't comprehend it the first time, I'm just done.
No, that's the hard part. I think when we get a group of people together, they're too busy talking, or we're all drunk, or whatever, or it's too late in the evening, so everybody's tired. Like it's hard to like every time we play Dune, we have it. I have not like I still don't understand Dune.
I understand it
That
somewhat,
doesn't mean
but
it's
like
not-
if we put it in front of me right now, I wouldn't know how to start it. Like, I would have to have
Yeah.
somebody walk me through it.
The Horizon Zero Dawn board game is actually really good too. That was really
You
fun.
just played that once
Anybody-
with Raul, right?
Yeah.
Did you play
it
it
was
again?
really fun.
Okay,
to
yeah,
play,
that was
so
fun, yeah.
we literally finished, and I was like, I know what I want to do the next time we play, and we haven't never gotten a chance to play again. So
That's true. Yeah, that was
I
fun.
What was the
still
other
don't
question?
remember what it was, but movies, TVs, books, whatever. What have we been doing
Yeah, we
recently?
finished Korra. I think season 4 of Korra is my favorite season.
Okay. It's respectable.
It's pretty solid.
I love a comeback story. I think what's her face, the metal bitch.
The metal bitch. Yep.
Vera.
How about that ambiguous
Yeah,
gay ending?
Vera.
I love that.
Yeah, I both like think she's a great villain, but also like understand how she got there, and so the story was good, the ending was good. I like that they kind of gave it some like LGBT kind of like energy at the end. And I'm like into that, yeah, all of
is-
it. So
It is canon. It just continues in comics.
Yeah.
you know, that's why I
Um,
turned Brendan. I was like, I thought that was gonna be a kiss, and Brendan's like, so did the rest of the world too. And I was like,
They were
yeah,
just
I
kind of
know.
like, they were implying it just enough to like put it on TV type of thing. But there's a TikTok sound that's going around right now that is Korra talking to, who's the guy that Asami's with earlier on? I can't remember the taller guy.
Tent.
Mako?
Mako.
She's into Mark. Yeah, it's like Korra talking to Marco, and she's like, you know, I'm with
Mako.
Mako. He's like, I'm with Asami right now, and she's like, I know, but when you're with Asami, you're thinking about me. And then it turns into like a TikTok dance or whatever, and then people just keep posting it over and over. And I'm like, I wonder how many of these people have actually watched Korra and like understand what's going on.
I think both Korra and Asami are hot in such very different ways. And so I'm
100%,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm like,
Yep.
wow. So yeah, I think the season 4 is my favorite of the Korra series, and I have both. I fell asleep the first time we watched Loki, episode 1, and we finished it up today. And I don't know if it's because I fell asleep, but it sounds like Brendan's also confused too. So maybe I just need to. I don't know. There's a lot going on in that first episode.
I definitely
so-
think I
There is.
rewatched the last episode of season 1 before I started season 2, and that kind of helped a little bit. But you're not supposed to
I
really
thought that-
completely understand what's going on. It definitely like does the time jumpy thing, so you understand better as you go on. But it's
I
wild at the
thought-
beginning.
I thought the recap would be enough, but it's been so long since we watched season 1 that I just have no idea who any of the characters are.
Yeah.
I know who Mobius and Loki are, and that's it.
Every time they say Mobius, I think they're saying Morbius. Every single time.
It's Morbin time.
Yeah.
And he
And
morphs
even
all
better
over
if it's
the
Owen
place.
Wilson. Picturing
Why
Owen Wilson as Morbius is just something my brain really wants to latch onto.
Just
So.
like, wow.
Wow.
All right.
time.
So, almost an hour into our session.
22 minutes is all we are in, actually.
I understand, but it's an hour from when we normally start.
That's fine.
So we could play some Pathfinder stuff if you guys want.
Yeah.
I guess. I thought we were playing Wingspan. Okay.
So I just re-listened to last week's episode a little bit. So I think, just so you guys know, whatever happens next, I think this is all Austin's idea. So I think it's all his fault.
Austin
Whatever
and
happens.
Josh, we agreed on a plan.
No, I think it's pretty much just Austin's plan.
No. Josh
That's
was
pretty much your plan.
and Gorick was backing me up though. And Gorick was on the same. He's like, yeah, I think that's what we should do.
But
Whether or
you
not
have to-
Josh wants to agree with it, and Gorick
Where was
definitely with
Percy that day?
Where's Percy? I don't.
me.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
I have
What
no
would Percy
idea
do?
why.
What?
Why is your dog relevant right now?
It's making a joke.
Okay.
Continue forward.
I just didn't get it. I'll get. Was there 4 of these guys last time?
No.
I feel like there was
There's
one bundle of them last time, but there is 4 now.
There was one bundle the same size as that group, but I have read the rules, and I was not doing it correctly.
Okay,
So there are in fact 16 squares worth of these guys,
sick.
which seems so much worse than what was there before. But,
Yeah, no shit.
Oh well. Ha. Whoo.
These
Ha.
guys-
I knew what we were doing.
Are these guys made out of stone or?
Nope.
They
So
could
I'm
just-
going to try to get us back to where we were kind of last time. So you guys descended. There was 2 paths. You went up to the workshop heights. You explored. You found eventually an animated mannequin with the spirit of a gnome trapped inside of it, trapped inside of a gem. You managed to extract the gem, but not until the spirit or like a haunting of a giant worm attacked, and like you had to do this climactic battle. Finished up there. I believe you guys rested. Turned around and came down the other path, down the lower path, and it kind of is leading into like this large open cavern. And this cavern had some faint glowing lights off in the distance. There was a Zolgath that was like appeared to be some kind of prisoner He was being left to basically just like be eaten by monsters. There were some roaches and some chokers that were like approaching him as you guys moved up there. You saved him. Found out his name is Saul. He's from a nearby Zolgath clan. They were sacrificing him because he was trying to reveal that their god was not a true god. You find their god in the form of a mimic that's trying to mimic this altar, this in like calling itself Zivzeb. It's trying to mimic some primordial deity that these Zolgaths worship, and convince them that they need to make like sacrifices to the altar here, and throw people into this hole. You talk to him and try to convince him kind of to like to help you go talk to these Zolgaths, and it seems like he's kind of on board with it. So you decide the plan is kind of like go convince these Zolgaths that you're all in cahoots with this godlike figure that they've been worshiping, and try to cast out Hrolkaz, this kind of like leader who has taken charge of the Zolgath group. You guys kind of come over here. So, like I said, there's this precarious stone outcropping that's jutting above this bottomless pit right behind you guys. There's old bloodstains surrounding that bulky stone altar, which had images of reptilian humanoids dancing around a carnivorous lizard. So it's this mimic that's now with you guys. There's a pile of rubble that's kind of been assembled into kind of a makeshift shrine. And there is a robed Zolgath. Only her luminant eyes are kind of apparent in her disguise. And she's kind of calmly petting this big lizard-like beast that's got multiple legs and rows of these sharp spines running down its back. Its eyes are kind of like patiently closed right now, but you can tell like they're kind of glowing with this unearthly light. And then this camp all around is kind of like simple trappings, rubble made into platforms, tents, kind of lean-tos. There's a fire that's roasting some very unappetizing cuts of meat. But there's more than 36 of these troglodytes, these Zolgaths, that are all kind of like gathered here in this camp. So we'll say that like there's I think supposed to be 48 of them. So there's like this huge gathering of these Zolgaths here. So they all kind of like see you guys approach. I think Walkerin was doing some of the talking, but you guys are kind of like, hey, we're here with the god. And Hrolkaz kind of insinuated, it's like, well, you're here to make sacrifices to the god, right? And you're like, no, we don't want to do any sacrifices. And they're like, so it's treason then. And that's kind of where we left off. So you guys kind of tell me, is somebody attempting a check here of some kind?
I would try to do a diplomacy check, at least to start with.
Okay.
Because the idea is that, like, the hope is that Zibzeb... And how do you say his name again? Spell it again? Because I remember we were saying it wrong all last episode. I don't remember.
It's
Z?
It's Z-I-V, Z-E-B.
Zivzeb. Okay, that's what it is.
Zivzeb.
I think the idea was that we hoped that Zivzeb, would talk and be like, no. These guys are cool. These guys are my disciples. Like, we've come. You need to leave now. I'm your god, and I'm telling you that you're not worthy anymore. Give us that piece of the dagger that you have and leave. Is kind of like the idea. So,
and to be clear, they don't think that the altar is the god. They think that there's a god that lives in that pit.
Right.
Yes, but it's Zibzeb's voice that they hear from the pit.
Yeah,
Right.
so I guess, I guess that didn't click last time. So, like, he could speak to them the same way that he spoke to us, and they would maybe realize that he was the god. I don't know if he wants to reveal himself, I guess, to be the god or whatever. But I think I did most of that talking last week, so I'm not going to re-roleplay that unless you want me to. I just rolled this diplomacy check, see how we do with that in mind.
Okay.
So again, we're like, with the god, Zip's help, leave, you won't be hurt, give us the piece of the dagger, get out of here. Hi.
You're talking specifically to Hrolkaz.
Yes, Hrolkaz, yep. Alright, diplomacy check. Actually, let me make sure this is accounting for my... Yep, Diplomat's badge gives me the +1. I rolled a natural 15 for a total of 24.
All right.
24 is not bad.
I think you should leave. We have your god here, or at least a part of your god, and he thinks that you are no longer worthy, and that you need to give us that dagger piece and be gone. Otherwise, your camp, yeah, be gone, thought. Otherwise, your camp will be destroyed, and we do not want that.
I thought there was gonna be like a chart for. Maybe there is. You're trying to make an impression.
Yeah, I guess I can look and see what it says, right? Make an impression. It's an attempted diplomacy check against the will DC of one target.
Oh, it's a will DC. Okay.
And a critical success is the target's attitude improves by 2 steps. Success is improved by 1. Critical failure is decreased by 1, but nothing for failure.
Okay. All right. So what was your total again?
24. It's probably pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. You do have the advantage of having Zivzeb with you.
That's the big thing. It's just like, I'm just a mouthpiece to this god.
Same.
Aren't we all?
Well, you might be acting as the mouthpiece of Zivzeb, but I don't see why that means I'm going to yield this entire camp to you. You see, we've got a new deity to worship.
We don't want to take the camp from you. We're actually under the belief, and Zivzeb can back me up here, that Saul, our good friend Saul right here, would be your new leader. But your time is done. You have failed this camp. You have failed its people. And we want that dagger piece.
Wow, so convincing.
Strong way to end it out.
There you go. I think she's gonna say Stonemaker, and she's gonna like wake up this creature, and it's gonna kind of like stand up on all of its many legs and kind of like hiss a little bit, but it's kind of still like rubbing its eyes. It's not like fixing its gaze anywhere.
That's good.
Stonemaker, we have the most powerful creature I've ever seen here at our side, and I have no intention of leaving this camp. But perhaps, if you want something from me, we could make a trade.
Aye, what were you thinking?
What do you have to offer?
Are you making fun of his accent?
No, not on purpose at least. It's just I think I'm mimicking it. That's just what happens. My initial thought is to say your life, but that would probably be more of an intimidate type thing. I don't really think... I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone. Do we have something that this guy might want?
We have gold.
Yeah, I mean, we do.
That's
soap.
what he values most.
Does the guy stink? Could he use a bar of soap?
They do all stink terribly. Luckily, you're not within 30 feet of them.
Oh, no shit. Interesting. We have many wares from not quite the surface, but much above where we're at. Is there anything that you, and I'm like almost appealing to the people, or that your people need?
My people want for nothing. They have my power and the power of Stonemaker.
Aye, surely that can't be true. They must yearn for something. They're good folk.
All of the gathered, like, Zolgath there are just kind of, like, chanting. They're like, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Alright, so not getting through to them, not appealing to them. And I guess I lean to Zivzeb. I go, and Saul. I'm just like, hey, Do you have any idea what she could want? Or is this just bait for her to seem like she's being good? In reality, she's going to attack us. I don't know what to
Zeb is
give
like,
her.
Usually I just offer a sacrifice.
Aye! Rokas! Zivzeb would be honored to take you as a sacrifice. That's what he told me.
No, I don't think we'll be interested in that.
Alright, give us another minute then while we think about it.
Okay.
And I look to Elnat. Elnat, can you ask Saul? It's Elnat, right? You're the one that could speak with Saul, and he was more intelligent. You were the one that spoke his language, or was it Karu? I don't remember.
Is it Undercommon that he speaks?
Undercommon, right? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, I do
I go-
speak
I
Undercommon.
go, Elnat. See if Saul has any idea how we can appease this Rokas. I say, I don't know if you've noticed, but there seems to be quite the number of people in this camp. I don't know if I
Yeah.
trust our odds with 50 of them altogether. That might
Yeah,
not be
for sure.
a good fight.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ask him. Would what do you want me to roll for that?
I mean, you're just talking to him, right? What do you want to ask
Yeah.
him?
What I'll ask him what would be a what is the carrot that can get this horse to go? That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
What do they want?
I tried to speak
What
to
do
your
you-
friend before, and he did not listen to me. I was going to go and convince as many of the Zolgath as I could to abandon the camp.
Mhm.
Rokas cannot be reasoned with. She's been driven mad with power. Too late for
Oh,
my plan, though.
he's saying, okay, I thought his plan was to get one of us kidnapped, and then, like, during the sacrifice, like, yeah, I think that was the part we avoided. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that he was trying to
Yeah,
turn
they were
a bunch
wanting-
of people
yeah.
in the camp.
What
Well,
what
yeah,
is
when you first talked to him, he was just like, "Let me go, and I'll go convince people to leave." Right? Like he was
I
like,
didn't-
"Let
I
me
don't
go, and I'll
remember
go."
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
and you
sounds good.
you thought he was gonna like betray you. You're like, he's just trying to get away. Like he's just trying to escape. So you didn't want him to do that.
He's just doing what any of us would do. Get him.
Mhm.
Okay.
He says, I don't know. I don't. If we have a chance, we should perhaps retreat and regroup.
All right, let's retreat.
We're now in a completely different area. They can't see us.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Like, are
What
we
is
just
it?
are we just evolving to combat? I mean, we could do that. It feels like there's got to be a not a right answer, but there's a way to get through this
There's
diplomatically.
a
but
reason
this-
why they're following her specifically.
Yeah,
And there could be something that we could do to get them to
it
not
be some-
follow her.
Can we see if there's some sort of like spell on them, I guess? Like is there some sort
like
of
a
an
detect
enchantment,
magic,
like-
maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a detect magic.
I can do a
Could
detect magic.
Like an
potentially
Arcana
roll
check,
Arcana.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they keep mentioning this new god that they worship,
Hmm.
and I think Saul said earlier, or someone said earlier, that Stonemaker here is
The
that
new
new god that they're worshiping. So it's probably that Stonemaker listens to her, or she communicates with Stonemaker is why that they're following her, be my guess. So if Zivzeb could do something to show his righteous power, maybe some shape shifting as a mimic, maybe that would bring some people over to our side.
Yeah,
The
potentially.
Crow Zivzeb coalition.
Make him morph into something cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what all the limitations are
Could
of
you
him.
turn into a chair? We could make his icon accurate.
A
You could-
really fancy chair.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that idea of at least a starting point.
Have Zivzeb show
Uh,
off and see if that can bring some people.
Yeah,
over.
I'll ask Zibzib, hey, do some of your shapeshifting. Show them how awesome you are.
Well, I don't know if this is a bad time or not, but I I can't really do it on command.
Damn.
Here, take this, and he hands him a blue pill.
I, I just, I get so embarrassed around this many
Performance
people.
anxiety, it happens.
Maybe tomorrow.
We'll get back to you on the thing. Okay, you got it. I don't know. Yeah, I just
Yeah, I feel like we need to.
maybe we challenge the creature. Like we challenge its god. Like I just
Like,
what I
just
don't want
us
it to
against
do.
the god.
Yeah, or like not even all of us. Like I want all of us, but like let us 5v1 your god. Like that might not come off very well. But like what I don't want to happen is us to devolve into combat and have what I can only presume is like 4 swarms or some sort of a giant
Yeah.
hazard thing with the bunch of people plus whatever
Yeah.
she is plus the us having to avert our gaze and fight this thing that will definitely turn us to stone and instant kill someone.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have to figure out how to either diplomatically deal with it or break the group up for a combat. That's at least where my mind's at.
Saul speaks rough common, right? And Gorik is
Yes.
going to ask Saul, what do you think we can do to get out of this?
Thanks, Brendan.
I keep telling your friend. I think we're between a rock and the hard
A
thing.
rock.
Hard place.
Yes. If we could retreat and come up with smarter plan,
Yeah, no, I'm okay with retreating.
maybe best.
And Gorik is going to say, oh man, how do you pronounce her name? Herkaz?
Rokas.
Could we
Real
leave? Is she just gonna let us leave? Like,
Oh wise.
This
And
isn't where I
powerful
parked my
robots.
car.
Give us but 30 minutes to find a proper offering, and we will return.
She says,
what's a minute?
if you could leave me with some kind of tribute, perhaps I would allow you to leave unscathed.
I give you this
Otherwise-
puppet. Just kidding.
I will think I will sit it on my lap the whole time.
Mhm.
No, she's like, otherwise, I think I'm afraid we may not be allowed. We may not allow you to leave.
So someone's got to go.
Yeah, I mean,
No. Tribute, and Gorik is going to offer up 3 gold pieces. And Gorik, I
Pawn
say,
shop.
I will give you 3 gold pieces as a promise of our return.
Well, I'm not going to walk over there. You can come and put them in my palm.
That's not ominous.
He throws them.
Our monkey friend over here
Mm-hmm.
can telepathically transport them
Yep.
to you.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
Roger.
Here, Karu.
Holy
and I
shit,
give
it's alive!
Karu-
That's alive!
I give Karu the 3 gold pieces.
Yeah, and I stand on this rock
Pockets 'em.
and push it towards her.
She grabs them out of the air. Very well. You may have a brief respite, but after that, you will bring me my tribute, lest we take it by force.
Here.
Okay.
yeah.
Be right back. And then canonically, how many feet away do we move?
Yeah. Do we just move back to Zip Zab's?
I just
altar
move
here?
60 feet away, back to the rock.
Now
Ah!
you can't see each other, at least.
That's true. So is the idea now that we maybe send Saul in to start trying to like turn these people? Like try to sneak
I mean,
back
I
in?
think it's as good as plan as any.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, we don't
It's
really
a
have a plan.
start. Yeah, it's a start on something.
I think our cover might be blown a little since she's seen me with you guys.
Aye, you were kind of amongst the crowd. Do you think that she saw you?
I mean, I was kind of ducking down like this.
So there's a chance.
Is
Aye,
there
but do you
anything that
think-
we can like disguise him
Yeah.
a little bit with?
Hey, I have a fake mustache and a top hat.
Like, like just enough that it'll go a little bit under the radar.
Or
I
we-
know. Send in the creature, and they points the bow.
It might work.
Bao just stands up on his hind legs.
Bow
and
is
will do it.
great. Bow's just like, I got this.
Saul, do you think there's any chance that the rest of your people would listen to any of us, would come to our side, would believe Zivzeb as your one true god? Or do you think that
I mean-
if we step foot in that camp, we would be attacked immediately?
Yeah.
I think it's very dangerous for you to try that again.
Well, we haven't really tried to sneak in necessarily. That could be worse, I suppose.
That's true, but
We just
you
kinda
don't
walked
really look like one of us. Or
Well, I'm not
smell like
trying-
one of us.
Not really trying to blend in with you. They would attack dwarves on sight, though, is what I'm trying to ask.
Probably. We usually do.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you such a good guy? You really give me hope for the rest of your people. You're one
I
of
mean,
the
it's
good ones.
mostly the fact that you saved me from being eaten alive.
Aye. All right, Zivzeb. I need you to go
One of
in
your
and
friends
start
used a
eating.
last-minute healing spell on me.
That's true.
It was a dramatic moment.
I think he thought you
Probably
were
deserved
dead.
a bottle cap.
Zivzeb, do you think you could go in and threaten all of the people that were in there, and then we could come and save them, and then they would follow us as the one true god?
I'm not going in there alone. Did you see how many of them there are?
Aye, but you're the pointy-toothed god, right?
I mean, yes, but it seems like they are moving on. Perhaps it is time that I moved on as well.
Zib, do you think you could turn into something more intimidating that we
Well,
could use?
Can we
Uh,
roll on
given
that?
if you
Did us
had-
actually have that
if you
ability
had,
in
like,
Pathfinder?
20 minutes or something, or like how long does it take to change? I don't know.
Like,
I don't know
think
either.
it'd be
I don't
turn
know.
it
I don't
something
even know if
else.
they have. Like, I know, like traditionally they have that ability. I don't know if that's like an actual ability in Pathfinder.
Yeah, so it is an action that they can take in combat, so they can mimic an object, but it only extends to a medium-sized object. So it can't
Oh,
become any
okay.
larger, any scarier than
could
Well,
you
it can be
become a
scarier than an
medium-sized?
altar.
That's
yeah,
fair.
scarier than an altar theoretically. But...
What's the
Or
scary?
could
All right,
he just
new banner
become like a
topic.
fancier thing?
Yeah, he goes, all right, I'm going to wait here, and each of you tell me what's the scariest thing you've ever seen that
What's
was
the
no
scariest thing you've
larger than 6 feet tall and no wider than about 6 feet across.
Do you think you could look like a creature? Could you just become another one of the stone eye things?
It's pretty much limited to objects.
Aye, all right. But what if I had a little statuette of it?
I could be a well.
Oh shit, that might
Have
be
any
it.
of you great fears of falling in wells?
Could you walk still if you were a well? How does that work? Or did you have to jump
It's
around?
kind of like a hopping motion.
Interesting. Not rolling. You wouldn't roll.
No, I would never
Makes
roll.
you dizzy.
Yes.
More of a hopper.
I tried that once as a barrel.
Interesting. Didn't
It was
go
awful.
well though.
Yes.
Makes sense. Well, I've lost my train of thought.
Could you turn
I was
into a
wondering-
guillotine?
Ooh.
Ooh, perhaps. Although that's... You might have to explain to me what a guillotine looks like.
That sounds
It's
intimidating.
just a-
French.
Wooden frame with a solid blade at the top that drops.
What about a mirror? Sometimes the greatest thing to fear is fear itself.
Actually, a mirror might be helpful in this situation. Reflects the gaze of the creature back at it.
Fuck the game.
I'm sorry I came up with the idea. Wait, what about those two in the back with the quieter voices and the more feminine avatars? Do they have any opinions?
Orpheus?
Trying to think.
What is the thing that you fear most?
It's less than 6 foot tall.
What if I was a pile of empty shoes?
Could be a mini horse.
Ah!
Oh, and then all of you could climb inside of me, and we could roll up to the gate, surprise them.
I think that's just a trick so that you can eat us.
Yeah.
He's like,
Totally
don't
get
mind the teeth and the digestive juices.
Um,
While I'm thinking, can you do an esoteric lore roll for me for the Stone Warden thing? Plus 10. Trying
Did you
to.
do this last time at all?
I don't think so. I don't think we just saw it when the episode ended.
All right. What happens with a critical success?
It's just a check. So recall knowledge, critical success. As I recall knowledge accurately, the GM answers your question truthfully and either tells you additional information or context or answers one follow-up question. I want to know what this, because Austin feels like he knows, but like, what is this, the actual ability that it has to turn people to stone? Like, why were they alluding to that? What is that thing?
All right. You know, as a deep delver, that basilisks are very dangerous. They have the ability, it's called petrifying gaze. They can stare at a creature that they can see within about 30 feet. If they fail a fortitude save, and it is a difficult one, then they become slowed 1. If the creature is already slowed by this ability, and they fail again, they become stoned permanently.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, it's very dangerous, and that is both an action and a reaction that it can take.
Okay. Follow-up question?
Sure.
What's the DC for the fortitude save?
You just want to know the DC?
Uh-huh.
It's a DC 22 fortitude save.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now you guys know. So if it
That
comes
is-
to that, which it feels like it might, that's tough.
Which I think there are actual actions you can
It's
take.
avert
like you can
gaze, I
avert
think.
your gaze.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know what. I guess that's just an action called, yeah.
It's
Avert
a
gaze.
single action you can take on your turn. Basically, looking away, looking at the
Plus
creature's
2
feet,
sort of
something like
bonus.
that. That gives you a +2 bonus on your save.
Yeah.
But does that do like a -2 hit?
It's no
Doesn't
other
say it
penalties or
does.
anything, but it is
Okay.
one action on your turn.
Mhm,
So it's taking
mhm.
up a whole third of your turn just to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And your
It
gaze
was
good to
a
know that it
remains
doesn't.
averted until the start of your next turn.
Because I could definitely see that coming with something where it's like, oh, and you have a
-2
-2 to hit
Yeah,
or
I
something
agree.
because you're not looking right at them. So wanted to at least check.
It's interesting. I wonder if there's a way, and maybe we don't need to talk about this right now. Maybe I'm being too ahead of myself. To like just completely be out of the combat, like looking the other way, so like it can't. Like, it's interesting that it's only like a +2, and there's not like a way to 100% stop it.
You can close your eyes.
Yeah.
You can close your eyes, but that just means you don't have visual senses at all.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you're
Yeah, I guess that's.
acting- Everyone in the combat would be hidden to you or concealed or whatever it is, and like you would
Yeah.
have to be targeting everything
Okay.
by sound,
Yeah.
Okay.
which sounds
Cool.
very difficult.
Yeah. What about squinting? No, I'm kidding. Okay. Well, now we know a little bit more about that creature if it does come to some sort of a combat with it. That still doesn't help us with what our plan should be. I think since I did so much talking last week and came up with a plan that didn't work, I'm going to
What about a clock tower?
be
A
quiet.
grandfather clock? Man alone suffers a fear that no other creatures have, and that is the
Fine.
fear of time running out.
So
Creatures.
since Wakroon has given us that it is a basilisk, now that we know what it is it something that maybe someone else could do a like a nature check or something for weaknesses? Because it's one thing to like, oh yeah, I've heard of that, I've just never seen it, so not recognizing it maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean you guys can definitely make knowledge checks on it while you're not in combat.
Okay. Do I have it? I don't think I have
Can I exploit its vulnerability? I guess it's once per round. It probably doesn't mean I can't do it. Out of
What
combat.
kind of role would you say? Nature, Arcana,
I think you're right with nature.
nature. I have a +7 to nature. You wanna roll that
Sure. Oh yeah, I can.
for vulnerabilities?
Um,
It's like if it's like super weak to fire, then it's like okay, go in with all fire stuff.
Let's just fucking take it. Yeah, maybe we just kill its god, kill their god.
Well, I
What
mean,
is
it's good
our-
information to know if
I
it
agree.
does come to
No,
combat.
I 100% agree. Let's get these one.
Why
chips.
would we go into combat with these people?
I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just
want to.
trying
We
to.
need the dagger from her. That's what we're.
Yeah,
That's the end goal.
yeah. But like, I would like to have the information ready for if it does go that way.
Yeah, so you don't have to roll it during combat. Yeah, I think it makes sense. It's good prep work.
Elnat recalls a tidbit of knowledge that basilisk are vulnerable to cold iron.
Cold iron. Okay.
I've got cold iron.
I
Okay.
just happen to know an orc that has some cold iron.
How are
Um,
you doing on that cold iron? Or like, do you still? Are you able to get them back whenever you use them, or are they just gone?
No, it's the spell reads that whatever you use immediately
Uh-huh.
returns to you in the shape of whatever it was before.
Oh, nice.
it's
So
like-
you've got the same amount as you've started with.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
kind of like what Kuvira does with her wristband.
Ah,
sort of thing.
hell yeah.
That's sick.
So
Yeah,
here's Angoric's thought. Could we offer up one of us as the tribute with Zib Zeb disguised as an item on that person,
The sword.
and
or
then
something.
Zib Zeb could be used as a surprise attack against Rokaz,
Hmm.
while we all prepare to take out the god, and if we can prove the god bleeds, then is it still a god?
Yeah.
I'm down. At this point, I'm down. Get in, get a
Okay.
good sneak attack in, even though I don't think mechanically there's a sneak attack, but like
Yeah,
some sort of a
I-
sneak attack. Yeah,
And
I
on,
just
on top of that, I would say send Saul in ahead of time in order to try to rally the people still,
Yeah.
if he's down for that.
Just to make sure, I want to roll a society check, just to see the
Fair.
motivation behind these swarms of creatures. Like, why
haven't
are
saw
they?
anything that like looked like they were. Yeah, that's good. Might be their shitty tents, honestly. Maybe we need to run to Dick's Sporting Goods, get them some good tents.
Get
Yeah,
those
if you just go
luxury
back all the way
tents.
back to camp.
Brendan, where's the nearest Dick's?
I think you know the answer to that.
Did you say Japan?
Your pants.
Got it. That's not
There
Japan.
it
Japan.
is. Japan.
Not quite.
Japan is canonically.
No, I'm going.
I'm way back here, so you can't really hear me, but I am here.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to roll society, Dylan, go for it.
Okay, it's +9.
Oh.
My society is a +0.
I rolled it.
Yeah.
You want to know the motivation behind these Zulgath. I will tell you that Zulgath leadership depends entirely upon it's whoever killed the previous leader is now the leader.
Hell yeah, love it.
Okay.
Easy peasy, got it.
Easy peasy.
The weakest
Easy
form of
breezy.
government they could have possibly imagined.
So do you think we could just maybe like start a combat with this thing and then just all of us roll intimidate checks
Yep.
for the whole crowd? Like, stay back! And then we just fight these two? Maybe just intimidate the fuck out of the crowd?
Yeah, I like the idea of sending Saul ahead of time to try to get
Soften
as many
him up.
allies as we can.
Yeah.
The thought of doing a surprise attack, if we can too, by offering up a fake tribute with Zib Zeb disguised.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, I like that idea.
I can be prered with cold iron against the
Basilisk.
Snowmaker, whatever
Yeah.
it is. as
Fuck
well.
yeah. Alright, we just
Who do
run
we
back towards
want?
like, I think we have our plan ready to defeat you.
No, we say we have our tribute and we
Yeah.
send whoever it is. Yeah.
Does
What do
anyone
we want?
want to do it? Let's start with who, and then we'll
Sure.
decide what Zivzeb has on
Orpheus
them.
says sure. And
I
that's
think
the stealthiest
Orpheus has
mother.
got the sneak attack. Like, theoretically, if we have some sort of way to do that, like, that would make the most sense.
Theoretically being the key word.
Well, and I feel like
Here's like the stealth boy.
I am stealth boy and very handsome.
Uh-huh.
So I am
Wob
providing
Deep.
Most
ass.
handsome.
a good tribute.
You
Okay.
Underdark Wob Deep.
With that, could you disguise yourself as an item that Orpheus could carry, and then
I
attack
want it to be
Rokaz?
crooked knife that's made out of a sandworm's tooth. That's what I want him to
Chris,
be.
come in as a Chris knife.
Okay. I think it's usually a medium-sized object, but we
A
can probably
big
make
fucking
something
Chris
work.
knife.
It's huge.
But we're gonna make an exception.
That probably-
Zivzeb, if you try really difficult, like really hard, maybe you could become 2 Chris knives.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, I can split myself at any time.
No
That's how I
shit.
reproduce asexually.
That's
Woof.
sick. Oh my god, there's 2 of you. Now you are Ziv and you are Zeb. All right,
That'd be pretty wild,
I'm
for
into
sure.
it.
Yeah. So if Orpheus takes this object that that Zivzeb becomes, it's very like sticky. No, it's like oozing
Organic.
constantly,
Mhm.
and like it like wants to stay in your hand like constantly. It's like it's
Well, yeah, because
but we're offering Orpheus as the tribute, right? So we're not gonna we're just hiding this thing on. We're just hiding Zivzeb on Orpheus, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, let's do it. I mean, I hate to just be like, is there anything else that we can do to prepare here? I don't.
Well, we know all the mindsets of the characters that we're getting involved with.
Yeah. I guess we send
There's
Saul.
one that's in charge
Yeah.
that wants to hold power. There's one that's an animal that's hungry, and there's a swarm of people that will stop fighting once we kill the
Hopefully.
person in charge.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we killed him in charge.
So, yeah, I think we're good.
Is there anything else we can do to prep for combat, though? Is what I mean too. I think we've rolled the checks that we can roll. I don't think I can do. I mean, there's nothing that says I have to be in combat for
I
exploit
think-
vulnerability, but I feel like I probably should be in combat for that.
I think we should all be on the same page, and I think we should all prioritize killing Rokaz first, with the knowledge that Karu attained, where that should theoretically pacify the crowd, and I
And-
think that would be priority number 1.
I agree, unless the crowd is already
Okay.
pacified when we start the combat. I guess we'll soon see. Can we roll again? I mean, we haven't started the combat. Can we roll on her? Can I do an esoteric lore check on her?
yeah. If you haven't already,
I have not.
And-
No.
Just to kind of check in where people are at. How are people on like health and spell slots and stuff like
Plus
that?
10?
I'm just +10. I'm just barely down, not enough to even worry about me drinking from my chalice right now.
Okay.
I'm
I'm a
full
little bit
health,
down.
baby.
I
I'm
could
a little
get-
bit down, and I do have 1 focus point left. I cannot.
We
gain
said we
another one
had
until
30
long
minutes.
rest.
How long does it take?
Well,
takes a
I've already
full,
done. I've already done the
refocus.
thing. I can restore 1 focus point a day, and I've already done that. So
Okay.
Here.
I don't
Is it
think
only
that we
once per
can
day?
wait.
I think that's what it
Yeah.
says. Let me double check.
I guess actually we've been here for more than 10 minutes.
I think as long as you have 10 minutes, you can refocus.
Yeah, you're talking about your focus points, right?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah, no,
thinking
you
that
can
it
do
was.
that continuously. That you're supposed to keep using your focus points.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep
I was
using those
thinking
bad
that I
boys.
read somewhere that it was once per day I could do that. Okay.
I think like whatever gives you focus points usually only gives you 1 for your like.
Yeah.
Cost 1.
Whoever's down, we've been bullshitting for like this whole time. We've been out of combat for a long time now, I feel like. So if anybody is down,
Right.
we can say that you have been drinking from my chalice. It refills every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
think-
just drained. So
Yeah,
you just see like a twitch in Carver's eye.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
not
have
100%.
I
Yeah,
would
I
not.
can- Yeah, I can only heal 9 every 10 minutes. So if someone wants to take a 9, that's go for it.
I would not mind taking a 9 because
Go
then
for
I
it,
would
yeah.
be at full health.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, we've been out of combat since we killed those chokers and
Yeah.
stuff, like 2 episodes ago. So
Every time he turned around, like Saul was drinking from the chalice.
this is great.
Where do you find this magic chalice?
And okay, cool. So,
I tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Right. Do you feel like enough time
and
has passed?
Silverforge has had no damage, so he's okay.
Is everybody else good? As far
I
as
think
health
so.
is concerned?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Okay.
I am now.
Stickleberry Stickler out, chalice in hand. Or actually,
Hell yeah.
do I do it? Do I walk up with the
Nah.
rifle? Am I holding
No,
the
that's
rifle?
silly.
God, it's silly, but it's so cool. Like all it has to do is hit once, and I just do so much damage. That's what I'm doing.
It's worth it.
That's what I'm doing. So
We walking
rifle,
back up.
rifle on my shoulder, walking back up, properly carrying it, not pointing at anybody.
I
For
will have
safety.
the great axe on my shoulder.
On my rapier out. If I'm allowed to, as the sacrifice, I guess.
What did we
Well,
decide the
would,
thing was? What's the thing that you're?
Yeah,
what does
the
Zip
Chris
turn
knife.
into? Oh, that's
Well,
just
yeah,
Chris knife
but-
on your side then, I guess. On
Or
your hip?
I can I actually wield it?
Can I wield a mimic? Fuck yeah,
No, I figured not. So I just wanted to.
do it.
I think you might as well.
Fuck it.
I mean,
If you want to.
Okay.
maybe just
what's-
use the
what's
same
stats
stats as
on
your
him?
rapier.
What?
Maybe just
I
use
mean,
the
I
same
think-
stats as your rapier,
I
maybe.
think the idea is
Oh,
he's gonna
yeah.
immediately turn back and
Yeah.
Immediately
he'll
be
have
on
a
his own.
character there
Oh,
with you.
okay.
I'm way back here, and you guys are all talking. What? So what did we decide?
Lorna,
Uh,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good luck. Don't die.
hmm
So can I use the stats?
Yeah.
of my
So
rapier on
It's-
the mimic?
The mimic's
Yeah,
just gonna
if you-
turn and fight on his own. He'll become his own being.
he'll end up being his own character if a combat starts or anything like that.
So just use your regular weapon.
Okay, got it. Understand. Thank you.
Sorry
Thank
for
you.
throwing it for a loop.
It was
All right.
nice talking to
why
you.
don't you guys tell me which direction you're coming from? What do you want?
The west, I think.
Wait a minute. Did we send Saul out ahead of time?
Saul is out. Saul left us a while ago. I saw
Yeah.
him run this way though, so I'm not entirely sure that he went to the camp. He may have just ran away.
I believe in him.
I think we give him as much time. Someone had a stopwatch going, right? We're waiting until the 25-minute mark. We're giving him as much time as we can because we said we'd be back in 30. And I
mhm.
can only imagine that it takes us 5 minutes to walk across this gigantic cavern to the other side. So,
It's just a huge cavern, yeah.
all right, we going?
Yeah, I think we should do the Wookiee prisoner thing though, and have Orpheus fake tied up.
I think you should
Are
be
you good with
holding.
Orpheus?
Fake tied up?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Gorik,
I
can you bring him
I
because you're
like
the biggest.
rope.
You're the brawniest.
So I think one good way to maybe show what we're doing is normally you use your perception for initiative, but if you're trying to deceive somebody, maybe you use deception for initiative, and if somebody else wants to say something, intimidate or distract or
Diplomacy
something
for initiative.
use that for initiative, or if you just want to be on high alert, jump into action like normal, perception.
I like that. This is what those rules were made for. I feel like situations
Call
like
out.
Yeah,
this.
for sure, for sure.
All right. So, do you want us just to move where we think we are when we
Put
start
yourselves
talking?
where you would want to be if you want to go back and talk to these guys again.
All right. I'm gonna go back roughly to where we were earlier. Even if it's kind of far away.
Great. Just keep yeah. That makes it easier for me.
So Orpheus would be in front, I think, with Woke Run escorting him.
You want me to escort? Okay.
Probably not a bad idea.
Put battle
Rowan's
Um,
got his bow out.
I will also be more
Aimed.
towards the front.
Bow is leading.
Bow charges from the front. Let's put me.
It'll be like the Pokemon movie when all the Pokemon are turning to stone. You see Bow.
Yeah.
Are we cool with me also being an escort, just with the?
I don't know if we're
Battle
walking
at
them
the
all the
Great
way
X.
up, but I mean,
Okay, that's well.
I think
mean,
I'm just gonna
the
walk to,
closer
like,
I
right
can
here and
get, the
push.
better, because I don't have that much speed.
yeah, I
but,
think maybe we start
yeah,
walking
I
up
would-
and then we see what Rolcost says.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can both walk up. So let's put
Yeah.
me like this.
I would like
and
to
then
get
we'll
as
just,
close as I can.
We'll just be 3 characters walking up. Actually, I'm just gonna put us on this rock, but we'll say we walked around it.
Come on,
So
takes
if we
up
walk
Ren.
up, we go.
I mean, like the paladin from the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Just walk right over the rock.
Fuck yeah.
Keep going.
That was so good. So I go, Horokas, we've returned, and we have brought you your tribute. This one, amongst us, believes themselves to be a hero of sorts, and is willing to give themselves to you for us to continue on. And I start approaching, and I wait for them to say something.
We do appreciate a good sacrifice in the morning.
Is it morning?
I can't really
hard to
tell what time
It's
it is.
very
There's
dark down here.
no black noon here, really, so it's kind of hard to tell.
We should have gone with the grandfather clock option. That would have told us.
That's true. If I keep moving us up,
Okay, you're going
And
to
then-
go right up there.
well, I'm gonna get to where the Orpheus is at the steps, and then maybe let Orpheus start walking up, and then Walkeroon's gonna take some steps back. I guess I gotta pause for the narrative because I don't remember.
I got pause for a minute.
I apologize. Was the idea that we're supposed to get the dagger from her now? Like, what did she want the tribute for? Why were we going to give her anything? Why are we doing
to
what we're
get
doing
in-
again?
To get up
Correct.
close to her.
Right, but before that, what does she think why does she think we're giving her a tribute?
For the dagger.
That is for the dagger. That was our original, like, when we said we
Yeah.
want the dagger, she said, give me a tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this
Okay.
time we've been questioning their motivations, and we
Yeah, I was
don't
like,
know
I don't
our
remember
own.
what our motivation is.
Yeah, no, it's always been the dagger. Yeah.
Okay. So I kind of like nudge Orpheus forward, maybe like a little push in the back, like a kind of play harder push, looky thing. And the dagger now, if you will. And we'll be on our way. Do with this one as you please.
She says, "We do greatly appreciate your sacrifice." And she pulls out the dagger, like holding it in her hand.
I'm gonna fucking attack Orpheus or some shit.
She's like, "What if I just kept the sacrifice and the dagger? What would you do then?"
I don't think
That'd
that's
be a
something
real
that you would
dick
want to
move.
do.
She hears in the back of her mind,
Yeah, Zivzep maybe talks to her in the back of her mind or something. Don't do that.
your conscience would haunt you. You know this.
Connor's talking to her. Fuck yeah.
Grabs the dagger and stabs herself in the eye. And said,
Oh.
"You have to take the eye!"
I have to get this out.
No, she kind of turns her head a little bit. And she says, "If you want the dagger, then take it from me." She's like holding it out, like with her palm out.
Is this like a Orpheus now type of moment? It feels like it
You
could
want
be.
it to be?
I
don't
want
know.
to do like an Indiana Jones style, like
Da-da-da-da,
I have
da-da-da.
the depth, and I'm like,
You have a whip?
I was about to say, that's what Zip Zip turned into. A
no,
medium-sized whip.
no, not like Indiana Jones with a whip, but I'm talking about, when he's got that like, there's the big
is not.
diamond or whatever, and he switches, and he's got like a sack that's the same weight
The
as
weight,
it,
same
and
weight.
he's like,
Oh.
I'm doing one
She
of
just
those.
doesn't even notice.
I'm doing one of
With a
those.
sack of dirt in my hand.
Yeah, exactly, Sarah. One of those. Old industry tree, whatever.
So you basically,
What are we doing?
You-
We got to decide on the
you-
action here.
Can I do that? And do I do like a check,
Sleight of hand?
It's like a
Yeah,
disarm, maybe?
My magician check?
Sleight of hand. If that's is that thievery? Isn't there a sleight of hand thing?
You want to do the thievery check?
Thievery?
Yep.
Palm an object? That's probably like palming an object, right? That's
Yep.
thievery.
Yeah.
It's the perception DC of the creatures who are observing you.
That is a 19. Not a
Ooh.
natural 19, a 19 period.
Dirty.
Okay. I'm gonna say, I mean, like, this is sheer cinematic golds. Like, you're just like walking up there, and you've got something in your hands that she can't quite see or whatever, and then you just kind of like lunge forward and try to like swap the two things out really fast. So you end up with the dagger in your hand, and she ends up with Zib-Zeb, basically.
As a chest knife.
Oh my god, you flopped the Chris knife.
You just flop. You swap these two things. So she's sitting there holding Zib-Zeb, and you have the knife in your hand. And we'll just go ahead and roll for initiative. Let that be
Fuck yeah.
what starts us off here.
So
What do I add to
thievery,
initiative?
probably your thievery, right?
If you want to add your thievery bonus to initiative, you can.
I feel like I need to roll deception, even though my deception sucks. That feels like that's what I was doing. Like,
Oh man, what a waste of a natural 20.
it's really just gonna mean that I'm going to not be able to do anything forever because there's no way. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually not bad. I rolled a natural 18. I only have a +3 for deception though. Fuck yeah. All right.
I'm rolling my diplomacy because I was talking in her head.
In the head. Yep, I like that.
It's worse than my perception, but it was what I was
In
doing.
your head.
18, 3 is
Hey, now
20.
he's
I
a-
think
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
going with perception because I'm gonna be kind of
Yeah.
on the lookout for like a signal or something, or like when it's like, okay, now we need to go. So I'm gonna go on perception on mine.
That's dope. That was cool.
Good job.
Probably need some battle music. I do say, go find something.
No, I think we need some sort of bartering music because
We needed Indiana Jones non-copyright.
Yeah. Off-brand Indiana Jones.
do.
I used to know how to play the indie.
Used to.
Used to, yeah.
Goblin
Just
Ring.
good.
Ooh,
Like it?
I like it. I fucks with it.
What is Angoric's initiative bonus?
+8.
Oh, sick. Okay. You get the 22. I'll go to 21.
Uh-oh, you should. I'll go to 20
Oh.
then.
Elnat, what's
Or
yours?
no, you can just reorganize them. I guess.
I got a 22. Mine is a 7.
Okay. How do we change?
I think
our
Brandon, you
order?
could just move us around, can't you?
We can just drag up and down. Who's going first then?
I am.
Then Goric, then
And
Elnat,
Goric.
then Karu.
Like that? Good.
Long, you got a 31?
She got a natural 20.
Okay, I missed that. Sorry.
I assume because the Sarah goes, what a waste of a natural 20.
I don't know if it's ever really wasted.
No, make it
but
worth
it's not as satisfying.
You get to go first. That's
No.
sick.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
All right. So I'm going to say Orpheus is probably right here,
As a
and Zib is going to appear right here.
reminder, we believe that the 30 feet is kind of what we heard on the iVision thing. I don't know if it's got a negative outside of 30 feet, but 30 feet, we're like around 30 feet is where it can do the stone gaze thing. So, just as a thing to keep in mind.
And I would assume that we would probably be kind of averting our eyes anyway as we walk up, but like, just so it is stated, that's what I'm not going to be looking at the thing. It's going to be mostly ground and stuff like that walking up. But
Okay. So there's this very tense moment where Orpheus kind of walks up, makes this exchange, and then everybody kind of like feels that, oh no, here it goes, and it's like that pulse of energy that you know, like this is it, this is the time to do, this is the time to act. And Huang
Yep.
is the first one to spring into action. What do you think you want to do?
So all 4 of these creatures are the same type of creature, correct?
There is a mob of Zolgaths watching you guys from over here.
Yeah.
that
You kinda
might
talked
be
about-
on our side.
Yeah, you talked about hopefully like not involving them in the combat if you don't have to.
But so very neutral at this point in time, though.
So far, like they haven't acted aggressive towards us, but
Yeah, for our interests, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goal is to try and defeat the leader. If you can defeat the leader, then theoretically the logic should follow that you guys would now be in charge of what happens next.
No,
But you
I
also
understand.
know that the basilisk is very dangerous.
I just meant like I'm as far as my spell casting, like I'm not trying to like include them in attacks, so that way I don't like antagonize them into fighting us too. So
Correct. Yeah.
Probably smart.
does the leader have any weaknesses that we're aware of?
Not anything.
We only know the basilisk having the weakness to the cold.
Yeah, we did not do
iron
any checks on like weaknesses for the
correct.
creatures, the Zolgaths.
We could just ask our ally, and he could give us some like insider trading knowledge on like his own species.
Hey, if we were gonna kill you, what's the most effective way to do that?
And that's free action. That's just talking.
All right, Huang is gonna move. How far is this? That'd be 2 turns, be 50.
Okay.
Cool.
And then, no, you're okay.
And as a reminder, we learned that the creature, has an attack where it can target you roughly within 30 feet, and you have to make a fortitude save that is DC 22. Otherwise, you are slowed, and then if you get hit with again, you are turned to stone permanently, so basically dead. So there is an action called Avert Gaze that gives you a +2 to that check, should it happen to you, that you can take. So just be warned that now you are within that range, as far as we know, of it being able to do that to you.
Yeah, I was thinking about using Ray of Frost
that-
on the Stonemaker. Its range is 120 feet, but I think from where I was at, I would have to shoot through Orpheus.
Is it 2
But
actions?
now- It's 2 actions, so now I can't really cast
So
it
your boss
either.
action really might just be Avert Gaze, like maybe
Yeah. That might
until
be
well,
we
okay.
have a better idea of what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
That might be a safe
We
option.
had decided that the best course of action would be to solely focus on roll cause to take her out of the fight.
Yeah.
Right,
To
but
start.
I don't think like that means that the creature isn't going to attack us. So averting the
Well,
gaze
no,
to it.
no. Yeah, but in
Oh,
order
you're just
to
saying because she said to attack that. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm saying that's the only weakness we know so far, and I've got a spell for it, so I'm just kind of preparing it. But yeah, I can avert gaze. for
No.
now.
It's not weak to cold. It's weak to cold iron, right?
It's like a type of material.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said cold. Oh, okay. I'll avert gaze regardless. So
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so you want to get that close?
yeah, that's fine.
All right, it is Krohan's turn. Krohan has decided last minute to run around and flank from the side.
Yes, he did.
Oh, sick.
He went
Where
for a
is-
little jog.
okay.
Way up north. What a gangster.
All right. But his bow has a range increment of 60 feet, so he's going to have to get a little bit closer. He's going to move up and then fire a bow at Hrolkaz.
Fuck yeah! Let's go! Krohan, get your
I
dagger
just like
back!
to picture this arrow coming out of left field on Rokaz.
Critical hit.
It is only a 17, so I think that is going to be...
Critical.
Critical threat.
No, he whispers.
17 is a miss.
Fine.
Okay.
Shoo! He fires, it's a miss, and he's going to knock another arrow and shoot it also. Much better
Nope.
roll.
The map.
Much better to hit, right? It's a -5 second attack.
Yes. Correct.
Second check it.
Unless he's
So it is
got an
only
agile
a
bow or something.
So we got a 22 to hit. And
Oh,
that is
okay.
a hit. So
Come
he's
on,
gonna,
Nice.
All right.
Giant snail is only a 21. It's gotta be a 20.
he's gonna do max damage, 7 points of damage to Hrolkaz.
Nice.
Fuck yeah!
His first arrow sails in and like shatters against the altar, and you see the creature like look up, and then a second arrow comes and stabs her like square in the chest.
And he hears
Man.
a boy in the back of his mind.
Krohan! Nice shots!
But then it is going to be Hrolkaz's turn.
Sure.
She's gonna say, "Betrayer!"
Uh-uh.
No, you.
You've turned on me.
Do I have a shield on?
Stonemaker, go. We will turn them to stone and feast on them.
Stonemaker, I choose you. Da, da,
Basically.
da, 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 da,
Okay.
da.
Let's see. What do I want to do?
Yeah, what is this guy? We don't even know what class this thing is. It looks like a magic user.
It looks like something out of Twilight Princess.
It looks
not
like a
entirely wrong
goblin
there.
scarecrow, to be fair.
It looks like a goblin scarecrow. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. We need to remember these things also stink. So people that
Sure.
are getting closer.
Oh
are
yeah,
within
that's
the
right.
stench.
Oh, that was a
Uh,
serious thing?
That's a funny theory.
Is it another action for us to hold our nose? So we
Yeah.
avert our gaze and
I
hold
don't
our
know if
nose.
you, I don't know if you can. Maybe
Probably,
there is
actually.
an option to do so.
Hold breath?
Somebody can look it up if you want.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Not that.
He doesn't want his clothes off.
Maybe he's like a hardworking woman.
He said,
He did.
Would it be grab an edge? Would that hold your breath?
Yeah, grab an edge. Oh.
What about long jump?
right next to each other over here.
Okay. So Hrolkaz is going to see this thing transform into Zivzev right in front of it. All of a sudden in its hand. Drop this thing. And he's going to, or she's going to try and move to get out of the way first. Get back a little bit. But then we'll point. Gosh, there's so many good targets. Point at Walkroon.
Sure. Fuck it.
Has anybody attacked me?
Nope.
And you're just gonna see like these ominous eyes glowing. Well, only because I'm assuming the basilisk will probably take care of Orpheus. Ominous glowing eyes, and she says, "Fear me, creature." And she's
Fuck
going to attempt
you,
to
bitch.
demoralize you. So she's going to roll a little intimidation
Is that
check.
against my will DC?
It's against your will DC,
Which is just my will plus 10, right?
which is your will plus 10.
Okay, DC 18.
Rolled very poor. Got a 15 total.
Nope. Top of the morning to you. Hey, fuck you, bitch!
There you
Tries
go.
to, like, tries
He
to
goes- Okay.
tries to
My
shake your
ass.
resolve, tries to make you frightened, but you are not frightened. You're not scared.
Just the pawns go first.
Okay. But she will follow that up. That attempt, demoralized attempt failed. She'll follow that up with an attack.
Thank you, Josh.
A lot of stuff
Say
going on there.
it.
She'll follow that up with an attack, shattering chant. I was gonna do. I guess she'll go ahead and hit Krohan because
I
Krohan
did.
just attacked her with an arrow.
Attack shattering chant?
Actually, it's only got a range increment of 30 feet, so that's got to be Walkroon also.
Okay.
So, sonic attack.
Sure.
She like chants at you, and there's this waves of energy that go towards you. That is a 24 to hit.
That's gonna be a hit.
Okay.
Actually, I covered my ears.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, it is only 9 points of damage.
Okay. It's a heavy hit.
That was her whole turn.
Okay. Move.
It is now-
Demoralize. Scream. Got it.
It is now the crowd of Zolgath's turns.
Oh god.
And they're just like, "Roar for Hrolkaz!" And they start charging forward, and then you hear a single voice come from behind all of them. And Saul is like standing on a ledge, and he goes, "No! No! We must allow ritual combat to take place.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
If the outsiders defeat Hrokaz, it is proof that she is faithless. She has turned us down a wicked way. And she's saying all this in Undercommon, so for Walkroon and for the others who can't speak it, it's just like,
I bet that sounds rad. Though.
Team Rotala!
Elnat wipes a little tear from his eye.
Oh, that's
It's just like-
beautiful.
But and so like they're gonna hold for now.
Okay.
They're holding their action.
Good little hold. All right. Or are they delaying?
They're delaying their action. They're delaying their action for now.
Well, I'm glad we saved him now.
Yeah.
So and now it is Stonemaker's turn.
Sure.
So I'll go ahead and
Uh-oh, here we go.
unhide the initiative.
Someone is dying this
Stonemaker's turn.
combat. Someone is going to become a
Stonemaker's turn,
statue.
and Orpheus is right there, real
Ugh.
close.
That's what we thought, though. That's okay. You got this, Orfmeister. What's your fortitude, Lorna?
Will save,
Plus
isn't it?
6.
+6.
Sick. We probably should have evaluated that. No, I think it's fortitude. DC 4. That's
But
all
I
right.
couldn't have my Indiana Jones moment.
That's all right. You
why.
had your Indiana Jones moment. You just remember that.
That's right. Okay.
That's all right. That's
This
all
thing
good.
is going to focus its gaze.
Ha.
This is a
Gaze?
creature within 30 feet. I mean, Orpheus is right up next to it, so it's going to like this thing has been like kind of reclining, and she's been like petting it, and it's had its eyes closed, and you see this creature's eyes open,
Dude,
and it's
so
just
cool.
this brilliant, like greenish yellow light that emanates from it.
It's in the picture,
and
right? Like its
Orpheus-
eyes are open in the
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, its eyes are open in the picture. It's like this is like these unending pits of light, and Orpheus, you feel yourself stiffening. You got to make a fortitude save.
Come
It's
on!
an important one.
This is an important one, so you might... We know what the DC is, so if you need to use a bottle cap, you can. Although, I will say, we know that if you fail the first one, you just become slowed 1. It's if you fail it twice that you're turned to stone permanently.
Yeah, I'd save it.
So I think save it. But you got it. You're nailing it.
I rolled a 7,
Okay,
Ooh.
slowed 1.
so 13.
Okay.
I don't. Should I use my bottle cap or not?
I would save it.
No.
I would save it.
Then I'm not going to. I'll stay. Right.
All right, so remember this moment. All right, so you're slowed, which is you have fewer actions. You're slowed 1. So on your turn, or is it right?
What does
You
it
regain
say?
action at the start of your turn.
When you
Yeah,
regain
so-
your
so-
actions, reduce the number of actions regained by your slowed value.
So on your turn, you're only going to get 2 actions.
I struggle to hear them.
Okay.
On your turn, you'll only get 2 actions because you're slowed 1.
You should be able to add that condition if you want to your path builder sheet. If you want, I don't think it will do
Is
anything.
it slowed? Is it what
Yep,
it's called?
slowed,
I
yep.
found
Slowed 1.
Does it say, Brendan, how long we're slowed, or does it? It doesn't give anything different. It's just like the normal slowed,
Just
which we gain back at the like we're only slowed for a round. I think is
Do you
slowed.
know what the stonemaker like is?
It's weak to
what's
cold
the
iron.
limit? Okay,
Hmm.
which I don't have any. Nobody set me up with any.
Well, we don't have a lot.
Yeah, I think
It's
Josh
That's
is really
alright,
the only
man.
one with it. He's just got like the
Yeah.
missiles of it.
Yeah. You can't really use it as a weapon for anyone else.
Yeah.
I
It would
guess
have to be
slowed
made
doesn't
into
say how long
something.
it lasts, Brendan. Is that what you're looking at too?
it's there. It's in the description of the thing. It's 1 minute.
Oh, it's a whole minute. Okay. So, Orpheus, now that you are slowed, it is very important to get the fuck out of there, at least 30 feet away, but also try to use an action to avert your gaze, because that will give you a +2 to that check should it attack you
Okay.
again.
So remind me, because I'm now playing 2 different tabletop RPGs.
You're good, yeah.
What?
You're good.
So I'm slowed. So I get 1 less
You
action.
get 2 actions.
So I
That's-
only get.
That's the only penalty for it. You don't have any other penalties. You have 2 actions on your turn.
Instead of
That's
3.
it. Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure I played
sure.
within my means.
Yeah,
No problem.
You're good. Okay, so that's 2 actions of this creature's turn.
Oh, okay. It's a 2 action.
It has
god.
1 additional action. It will bite with its jaws. It will.
The mimic.
Yeah. It will lash out at Orpheus. It sees that Orpheus is slowed down a little bit. It is going to lash out at Orpheus and get a 31 to hit.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Shit.
Critical?
Jesus.
My
Is that-
AC is 20, so
Oh, just
Okay.
barely a critical.
Oh,
Okay.
Orpheus, we
Bad.
may have sent you to your death.
It's bad. Remember? Oh man. All right. We roll twice in this, right?
Roll twice, correct.
I'm not doubling anything.
Oh, no. You double it. You don't roll twice. Starfinder, you roll twice. And this, you just double it. Because there's no
Okay.
opportunity for you to do better or worse. You just double it.
The original damage was 14 points of damage. There's going to be 28 points of damage. Orpheus.
Ouchie.
Hey, Orpheus, get the fuck out of
so
there!
it's 28 points of damage.
Yes, ma'am.
28 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
It gotta fucking help.
I'm still standing, but I can't take any more.
I'm still standing.
I've 7
Run, bitch!
health left.
Just remember, it's impossible to see the basilisk gaze when you're unconscious.
oh.
You can't be turned to stone if you're already dead.
Touche.
All right, it is Angoric's turn next.
That chalice better be full when I get there, bitch. That's all I gotta say.
It's good, but all right. He's got magic. This chalice just tastes good.
Angoric is going to attempt to use needle darts on Stonemaker, which
Nice.
I'm within range for.
Sick. Is it?
A little ranged attack, or is it a reflex save on my part?
It's a ranged attack, so I'll roll.
Does it have any sort of a bonus right now, Brendan, because of what's in front of it in between Angoric?
I mean, there's probably some little soft cover going on there, yeah.
Okay.
And I can move if need be.
I don't know if there's a place you can move where you won't get it, just because he is kind of stuck behind our 2 people.
That's fair.
I guess the mimic is... How big is the mimic right now? Is it attacking as a Chris knife? Is it still a Chris knife? Like, just laying on the ground? I guess that's
It
a
hasn't had a
question.
turn.
Yeah, it's not its turn yet.
So theoretically, could you get to, like, here or something and be able to hit without cover? It's a
I'm
very
waiting
good
for
question.
Brendan
Yeah,
answer.
that's a ruling.
If cover is especially light, typically when provided by a creature, it's lesser cover. So it's a +1 circumstance bonus to AC.
Would it still be
so
if he
I'm
moved here,
basically- I mean, yes, because the mimic is there.
Even though the mimic is the Chris knife?
I mean, the mimic is its own creature now. It's like it's
It did
transformed
form back
something that
into
can
its
fight
other
with.
thing? Okay.
Okay. I guess I'll just make the attack from where I'm at then.
Just a -1.
Aw. +1.
Sure. Josh, give yourself a +1.
No, it's on my.
I know.
God damn it. Oh,
That is a 26 to hit.
Fuck
26
yeah!
is a hit.
Nice.
Okay. Is it a critical hit?
Fuck.
Not critical hit.
Getting there though.
And it's cold iron, baby!
That is 11 points of piercing damage. Piercing damage, and it's cold
Nice.
iron, so whatever increase that gives to it does happen.
All right, so you're just firing little needle darts out of this block of cold iron you got carrying around.
Cold iron on my hip, yeah.
That's right, cold iron on your hip.
Iron on my hip.
So this creature recoils with like a bunch of these spikes sticking out of it. You see it bleeds blood.
What?
As a free action, I shout to the masses, "Tell me, do gods bleed?" as blood comes spurting out of this.
Yeah.
They don't speak common.
All of the gathered Zolgaths are just like, yeah! Blood, 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 blood.
Blood for the blood gods.
Blood for the blood god.
Okay, and then I will cast.
A little one action heal on yourself, just make you feel better.
I'm full health, baby. I'll cast guidance on Wokrun, I think.
I assume that he grappled with it, but he's still running up there with the musket out, right?
I got the
He's
musket.
just like, all right.
I've got the bayonet on the end. I'm gonna do a charge.
Elnat, what are you thinking? You gonna fight the horde?
Just swings the great axe with like a tornado.
I mean, they still seem to be holding, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That just wanted to make sure. Am I within 30 feet of this thing? Yeah, I am. If I move, like, if I'm at 30 feet from this creature now, if I just, like,
Are you 30
like,
feet away
start
from it?
moving, yes. I'm exactly 30 feet. So if I, like, move over to one in my turn, would I still need to use an action to avert my gaze?
So I will say, no, I mean, like, you wouldn't necessarily have to, but the creature could still move and still target you with that attack. But you're the first person, I think, who has started within 30 feet. It's your turn. You started within 30 feet of this creature. It actually has a reaction where it could force you to make the save right now. So make a fortitude save.
Okay. So do I get that one action to avert my eyes on this, or no?
You can take the +2 bonus. That's fine.
Okay, cool. So that'll give me a plus 11, 18 on the die, so plus 11. So yeah, I make it.
So what's the trigger for it then? Like it moves. Someone moves within 30.
If a creature within 30 feet starts its turn.
Well, really?
Okay. So I will go to. Oh wait, what's my speed? 20. Damn.
Us daughters aren't very fast.
No, really not. I guess I'll just move back.
Yeah.
I think am I still within 60? Oh wait. Oh, I can't do that because fire ray. Shit.
God, I'm gonna miss. Just not-
See, I was here. I'll just move to 20. Sorry, 20 is here.
I have an idea. Reaction.
Hell yeah. One action, and then the other action will be for Silverforge, whose speed is 25. Silverforge is going to go here for one action. And he'll go to here on this action. And then that'll be his turn.
So you're gonna avert your gaze, you're gonna run, and you're gonna tell Silverforge, go, go, go!
Yep. And then I'm gonna hopefully be able to come after Silverforge and be supporting him next round.
Alright, it is Karu's turn.
Okay. Karu's gonna do something he meant to do a long time ago. And let's roll any sort of check on this weird fucking creature.
Okay. When you say weird creature, you mean Hrolkas? Or you mean...
No, the one in, the scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Outfit. Okay. Given my character's wisdom, what would he understand this creature to be more in line to? In skill check.
So it gives me an example here. I mean, I would allow you to do an occult check if you want.
Okay.
Like normally for humanoids, it's like, actually I don't know.
This seems like a guy that would make like stick figures and put them up in trees and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Normally for humanoids, it would be society, so you could also roll that if you want. Like,
I'll stick to occultism. Why not?
okay. What's your occultism bonus?
That's 11. Expert. Ooh,
Oh,
red.
red, clear. Red?
Yeah,
red,
yeah, you
sure.
know.
Called it immediately. Oh my gosh. All
He's-
right.
Yeah, colors was like 2 weeks ago.
Should have picked clear.
Okay.
Bye, Brendan.
It fell down off the table,
Mhm.
but where it
Shattered?
lies, it is a natural 20. So,
I'll take it.
okay. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
Question, and
I
a
mean,
follow-up
like
question.
story wise, Karu's like wondering, like, what's this thing worried about? What's it anxious about? Why is it so like needing for this kind of power in the dark? But mechanically, I want to know like what kind of weaknesses it has, or like what kind of easy spots I can get to on it.
Okay. So I'll tell you. First off, this is like I would say like some type of witch, some type of like shaman, character who rules solely by fear. Like all of her abilities are kind of fear based. So she's trying to demoralize somebody
Yeah, I saw that.
so that she can
Do some other shit.
yeah, basically. But so she's trying to demoralize people. She's trying to like use those fear effects, those sonic attacks on people. As far as weaknesses go, a troglodyte is a troglodyte. Unfortunately, like they don't have any particular weaknesses to fire or steel or anything like that. They are just ordinary humans. If they bleed, they can be killed.
Okay.
And while I'm just poking around in her mind and what I'm thinking about, when as she's on my mind, you might say, I go ahead and cast Daze upon her.
Oh.
And
Will
I'm
save,
gonna-
I assume.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and amp it as well. Just get the full effect.
All right. Her will save is a 20.
Okay. Save. Ooh, just makes it. Okay. So
So is
on that,
no
that's
effect on
just-
days.
Sucker save.
It's a. Yeah. Yeah, nothing happens on the
it's
save.
It's a basic will save.
Yeah, that's all it says.
That means it does half damage on a save.
Okay.
So it's just your mental. It's just your bonus,
Well,
right?
yeah, when I amp it, it's a D10. So I'll roll a D10. And 7, so 3 points of damage.
Why is your 20 green on your AC?
Okay. So you do a little bit of damage there.
Yeah, I
Positive.
can do a little bit.
So is that your full turn? You did action, recall knowledge, and 2 actions days.
Yep.
Okay.
That's my MO.
It is Walkroon's turn then.
All right. Walkroon's gonna do what he tries to do.
Where?
He's gonna go for it. He's gonna level the
Remember, you
rifle.
have guidance.
Yep.
Where?
He's gonna level the rifle at Rokas. He's going to listen to the words of Angoric. Take that guidance, which is a +1, right? +1
Yeah.
to something. Okay, so he's going to take that +1, and he's going to use the fancy D20 his friends helped him get by all contributing money. And he's going to go for the double barrel shot with this rifle, double barrel musket. I think that's going to hit. That is going to be a Let's do some mental math. 4, 3, 23 to hit.
On Rokas?
Yep.
How's it hit?
Fuck yeah, let's go. Okay. So the double I did double barrel. So
And Gorik used the cold iron on his hip, and Wokrun used the big iron, but it's just the big
his
iron.
gun. Yeah. Okay, I found both barrels. Increase the weapon damage die by 1 step. If the weapon has the fatal trait. Okay, it doesn't matter because I didn't roll a crit. So if it's normally 1d6 points of damage, it goes up to 1d8 points of damage, right, Brendan?
What did you just ask me? I wouldn't.
You're good. It's a double barrel. It increases a single strike to increase the size of the weapon damage die by 1 step. So if it's a d6, 1 step up is a d8, I believe. Like that's right. Okay. For some reason I felt like it was more, but okay. D8, that's the diamond, double pyramid.
Minimum damage?
Yep, that's a 1 on the old 1d8.
Yeah.
So somehow both
Womp, womp, womp.
like projectiles hit it. But it just does 1 damage.
Isn't that just
And it's
a kick in the shins?
It's piercing or bludgeoning, whichever does more. If it makes it, yeah, it doesn't. So yeah, we decided it doesn't. So okay.
All right, 1 action. Boom! There's this great explosion as Walkroon fires and grazing blow, like right across, like just cheek blow, like the typical like blow you see at the start of the combat is like this creature's now dripping blood from its face.
All that.
Yeah.
For a single drop
On
of
a
blood.
critical, it's 2 times 1d10 plus 1d10. So
Right.
it's really
It's a
on a
big deal.
critical is when it makes all the difference. But on just a normal double barrel hit, 1d8.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the rifle. So I'm going to now. Go ahead.
Can Gorik say something in this moment?
No.
Your ears are ringing. Hey, yeah, you can say something.
Aren't I? I'm standing behind you.
It's a loud sound.
But anyways, and Gorik is going to say, "See, your leader bleeds too."
Okay, yeah, sick. Like that. All right, so he is going to swap now. The rifle for the Stickleberry Stickler. 1 action, got the Stickler out. And last action, he is going to... Actually, I was going to pull out my chalice, but instead, I think... God, I don't know. He is going to... Let's see... He's going to take 1 step away so that he's 35 feet away from the creature. Instead of averting his gaze, he's just going to step back a little bit. Yep, that'll be the end of my turn.
Oh.
Shot, a hit, pull back out the spear, take a step back. While also,
Okay.
like, Flavor looking away from the creature.
All right.
Yeah.
It is the mighty Zivzeb's turn.
Zib.
And Zivzeb says, "Thought you could take over my position as god?" And it's going to attack the Basilisk with all of its might.
Fuck yeah.
What does that sound like?
I want it to sound like the sound Lorna just made.
We're gonna avert your sicky face.
And it's like a straw.
He gives him the good suck.
Yeah, the Mimic is going to attack with pseudopods.
Tentacles.
Let's see. We'll use our
Ooh, I recognize that die.
Norse Foundry die.
It's a Kate day.
That is a 35 to hit.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Mm.
But he's on
Which
our side.
Surprisingly, is a critical hit on this thing.
Oh, Pretty
Glad
confident
you did
himself.
that.
Oh my god.
It's gonna dish out a quick 20 points of bludgeoning damage on
Jesus
this creature.
fuck. Okay. And then it's going to eat Orpheus.
Now it's your turn. No. It also has the adhesive effect.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
So this creature is going to attempt a reflex save to avoid being grabbed. It does not. So the mimic is now grabbed onto the basilisk.
My God.
The gods are fighting. Let them fight. That's one we need in the soundboard, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Let them fight.
All right, so he's got him grabbed. Really, the only thing I can keep doing is keep making these melee attacks, which are going to get a little bit less effective, I think, with each swing, but who knows. We're going to get an 18 to follow up,
Yeah,
which is a
still pretty
miss,
good.
and a 17 for the last attack, which is also a miss. So
Sure.
Is that lowered AC with it being grabbed still a miss?
it is still a miss.
Damn. I tried, Zip Zap.
You must have been rolling
Hit
rocks
once.
to get a 17 on your third attack.
Not too bad.
If he can roll a 36,
Yeah. The hell of a bonus.
yeah.
All right. That was my turn. That makes it Orpheus's turn. How are we feeling
Okay,
here, Orpheus?
I'm going to
Or-
run away. Hold on. I'm going to run all the way to here. And then Tucker is having breathing issues right now. Which puts me
You were still 30 feet away from it, it looks like.
so it can still get me.
I think so, yes.
Damn.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna dash. So use a second
Okay.
action to move further, right?
Yeah.
And that would be the
But I
last thing you
don't want to
could do.
be.
If you can move to me.
Okay, I can.
There you go.
Okay, and then
That's it. You're slowed.
I thought I got one more, or is that movement one action? Okay.
You're slowed.
Movement.
No, I
movement.
know. I know. I wasn't thinking straight.
You're
Okay.
good.
In rules.
I don't know what game I'm playing.
That's okay.
All right. As Orpheus' turn, Orpheus quickly makes an escape,
This is Marvel.
probably for the
Multiverse.
best. All right.
When is a minute up?
After 10 rounds.
10 rounds is a minute? Jesus
6
Christ.
seconds around.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
It
So
takes
far-
us 2 hours to go a minute in this game.
Yeah, it's, so far it's been about 6 seconds.
Yeah, it hasn't even been yet, but it is Saul's turn. He's going to whoa. He's gonna try to assuage the crowd. He's like, before you, we see a battle of titans, a clash, if you will. Will our intrepid heroes survive, or will Hrokas probably still rule us after it's all said and done? I really hope not. Okay, and it is going to be top of the order. It is going to be Huang's turn.
Back to the good old Kwang.
Huang.
Something Huang?
Something.
Is there something
Huang?
wrong?
Something Huang.
Right now, Sarah, you are the only one. That's not true. You and Elnat are both within 30 feet of this creature. Do what you want, but just as an FYI.
And it also can't move very well right now because it's ground. So getting out of that
Also
30-foot
true.
range probably means you will remain out of that range.
Very true.
Yeah. I thought about doing elemental zone since it's kind of stuck in that place, so we could like hopefully get some good damage bonuses on it. I just don't know which one to do with
know
it.
whatever thing the Zivzeb just hit with did bludgeoning damage. So if you
And
want
that was-
to help out Zivzeb, you could do something that gives more bludgeoning, if that's a possibility.
Yeah, so if I use a water elemental zone, it adds +2 status bonus to bludgeoning damage. So
That could be beneficial.
it's a 20-foot radius burst of my choosing. So
So you could do pull up the thing if it's 20 foot's like that.
But I can like choose where it's at, so like
Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, you could put it anywhere.
yeah.
Just Control Z. Why is it still there? There it goes. I mean, yeah, I guess if you wanted
want a point?
Parolkos to be in there too, you could do that.
Yeah,
20
that's
foot.
what I was thinking. But it would, yeah, I think that would be good.
Okay.
Right there.
I'm gonna put another one down, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh,
And so that would be 2 actions to do that.
the lines are really thick on that boy.
It's that
Oh,
thicky
wow.
boy.
No settings have changed. Oh, maybe they have.
It extends an additional 6 inches outside.
Yeah. It's 20.5 feet.
Is that better?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fine either way, but yeah, that's good. Thank you.
All right. What else do you want to do, dear?
Would avert gaze be beneficial for my 3rd action again?
Is
You're
it
gonna
so?
sit there.
So
Yeah,
I'm
if you
still in
want,
30 foot.
if you want to stay there, yes. However, to completely negate it, because that's only a +2, you could also just get 30 feet away, like get away from it. Like you could use your move action to like move
Go
down
away.
here somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably fine. All right.
because that's even better than averting gaze, because that's a guaranteed it won't even attack you. You know. Good turn. Good stuff.
It is Krohan's turn.
Yeah.
And he says, "Die, betray!" No, he says usually he's like, "We must take down this creature, but I've used a lot of arrows. I'm gonna keep shooting though. Ask and you shall receive." He rolled a natural 20.
Let's go. I have
You are
no
Let's
so
go,
idea.
tired
Krohan.
tonight.
He's named. He's got a name.
No one can hurt Brendan like Brendan can hurt Brendan.
Brendan's rolling rocks for us. It's like you're playing. All right, that's piercing with the bow,
Piercing.
right? Pierced elbow.
Oof. Ouch.
The target drops one item that it is holding, determined randomly by the GM.
I don't think he's holding
This thing
anything.
holding anything?
Does he? It'd be funny if he saw like the bag of sand. I know that was.
Yeah.
but-
Do we roll for another one that actually applies then?
Or does your bow have an actual effect?
I mean, the bow's effect is a deadly D10. Like, it's
I mean,
not-
I would just say
there's
that's
no
it.
critical effects. There's no critical.
I mean, I guess
effects
it's up to
in
Brendan,
Pathfinder.
but I would say that's it. Oh yeah,
That's fine.
just-
It does double damage. I rolled a 9, so that makes it 10 points. So it's double to 20.
Jesus.
Nice,
Fucking
nice.
this guy up.
20 points
It
of damage.
really
So this guy,
adds Austin's 1 damage.
Right now, if I would have hit it, it would have been 2 because it was bludgeoning him.
you
The
said, just
bullet
this,
would
this
have been stronger.
absolutely excruciating arrow, apparently right to the elbow, right through the joint. It's like can't bend that arm now.
Yeah.
Kron's got 2 more moves.
God, that would be really good for like any sort of fighter that was carrying a weapon. Like,
Second one's an 18. It's gonna be a miss, and his 3rd attack gonna be like a 13. That's also a miss. He's like, "I'm running out of arrows. I'm going to have to switch." But it is Hrolkaz's turn. I just went through all of the turns. Okay, Hrolkaz's turn. Okay.
what else you got? I have a feeling that the reason Brendan or Holocaust tried to demoralize me was that he's got some other ability that has a prerequisite of successfully demoralizing a creature. Because demoralize is like an action that you normally, I don't feel like you would normally do during combat. Like you definitely could, but like you don't see it very often. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
He's all wet now, so that might change his plans.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
it's like the water in that area is just like oppressive for some reason, making bludgeoning damage more effective. Wow. You're still within 30 feet, right? You're within 30 feet.
me?
You're within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Zip Zab is within 30 feet.
So it's Silver
Alright.
Forge.
So is Silverforge. Yeah, no, it's kind of fun. Zib-Zab is kind of fucking up the Basilisk right now, and he's just going to turn around. He's going to use his Shattering Chant against the Zib-Zab.
Just attack yourself.
I'll just continue fighting myself. Hey, what goes around comes around. You know what the opposite of a natural 20 is?
Natural 2. Oh.
1.
Well. How the turntables.
Wow.
Love it so much.
This is a ranged fumble?
Mine are all based on damage type, so I don't know. Bomber spell, slashing, piercing, bludgeoning.
Yeah, no, this is a ranged fumble. So it's called Notched Fingers, but it's you take 1d4 persistent bleed damage.
Oh gosh.
So she attempts this chant, rah, to like try and like attack, and you just see like blood splatter out of her mouth. That sucks. All right, 1d4 bleed on my turn.
Make sure you remember that.
Yeah. Is it at the end of the turn or the beginning of the turn? Do we know?
I think it's at the end of the turn, and you can roll to stop it at the beginning.
I think I literally had to deal with this, and I do not remember. Persistent damage. End of each of your turns, as long as you have the condition.
Yeah. All right.
It's a flat DC 15 check to see if you recover from the damage.
Yeah.
Or you could
Try
use some
that.
sort of an action to staunch it, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's...
Spend an action, or you can do a free DC 15 check.
Yeah, you like
Alright,
stuck
she's
your
gonna-
clothes into the
Keep
wound.
fighting. All right. Tries and doesn't succeed. Now she spits out blood and tries to demoralize Walkroon again. Fuck that guy. This time I got a 25.
It's my will DC. That is going to be a hit.
All right.
So
Regular
that
success, you are frightened
condition-
1.
Frightened 1.
And because you are frightened 1 in the
Here we go.
presence of Hrolkaz,
Here we
she
go.
activates an ability called Predator's Decree.
Sure.
She says, "You fear me and despair," and Walkroon temporarily has weakness 2 to all types of damage for 3 rounds.
Wow.
temporarily has weakness 2 to all types of damage for 3 rounds. So like it's
Yep.
temporary that it is for 3
It's
rounds.
temporary that's for 3 rounds. Yeah, I think.
Okay. Or it refreshes.
Oh. No, it's temporary, it lasts for 3 rounds.
Weakness 2 to everything. So
Weakness
that just means
2.
any Titan I take
Okay.
damage, I take 2 more damage. That's what weakness is, right? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Sick! I love that.
And these Zolgath are going to be like, ah, can we at least kill one of the little ones? And they're like pointing at Elnat and Huang, which are closer. And Saul's like, no. But you feel like they're getting a little antsy here. Like they're not just going to stand by and watch this battle take place for very long.
Fuck, we gotta kill it fast.
It is Stonemaker's turn. Stonemaker is currently grabbed by Zivzab, and there's just ridiculous circumstances that we have right now. But
Overall, I think the plan's working out okay, guys. Like
But
it
so far, so
is
good.
working out okay. But I keep forgetting about the stench too. Okay, remind me.
No. I will. I'll try.
Okay.
So that was like an
Stonemaker's
on our
turn.
turn thing?
Yeah, I think so. I don't even honestly know. It's like
Maybe just check it now. We're good. We'll start it now. After they've been fighting a little bit, they get sweaty, and that's when the stink really comes out.
yeah, I don't even know. It's like listed under. The creature that enters the area must attempt a fortitude save. You can become sickened from being within 30 feet of these creatures.
Dude, sickened is bad. I was reading about it on Reddit today because I can't drink from my chalice if I'm sickened.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You wretch it up.
Aside from everything else,
Sure.
it is the Basilisk's turn. It is Stonemaker's turn.
Sure.
I don't think so. The big thing with grabbed is that if you attempt to manipulate action, you have to succeed at a flat check. Well, the gaze is not a manipulate action.
Except for nothing's within
Every
30,
time he says
right?
gaze.
You're thinking, yeah.
Oh,
The
well, that is.
gaze.
It's got to be an episode title, right? Like, there's something with gaze.
No, I've got some decent suggestions in there.
Avert your gaze.
Okay, so Zib-Zab is trying to grapple this thing. It wants out, so it's going to focus all of its attention on Zib-Zab. It's going to attempt the gaze first, and then it's going to bite him if that fails. So Zib-Zab makes a fortitude save here, and this is where we get to see some fun stuff. Looking for my own creatures, fortitude save. Okay.
Wait, he can do it on this creature. The mimic has eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
It still sees things.
I didn't have sees. I didn't think it had like eyes or anything.
It's like a
Doesn't
clan. It has thousands of eyes.
Yeah. Zib-Zab is going to save. So then Stonemaker's going to bite at it and get a terrible roll. 18 to hit is a miss. Looks like Zib-Zab might win this one. It is Angoric's turn.
And Goric is going to heal Orpheus.
As
Little
decreed.
1 action, 2 action, 3 action heal.
2 action heal.
2 action heal.
Well,
feels
this
like
John.
will be a pretty good one. For 27 points of damage, you were healed.
1 point left, right? 1 point of damage?
What?
I did 28, right? You healed
Yeah.
27?
1 point of damage has lasted.
Got a little cut left. Yeah, I'll get it next time.
So this giant creature just bit down on Orpheus. All these bite marks, puncher marks everywhere, and you're just like, oh my god, that looks bad. And you heal it all. There's just like one little scratch left.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, I couldn't get all of it.
But I'm still slowed regardless, right?
Yeah, no, it
Still
doesn't.
slow.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
And then I'm going to cast guidance again on Woe. And, I offered some friendly advice of, maybe shoot at a more central location next time.
I'll have to reload after combat. Haven't really figured out how to do it in an efficient manner yet.
Fair enough.
All right.
You'll get him next time.
Just got a spear and a javelin through it.
Okay. Elnat, what are you thinking?
Thinking a lot of things. Let's do. Do I feel like I need to avert my gaze, or is this thing pretty focused on Zib-Zab?
I mean, it is focused on Zib-Zab for now, but like that reaction is always an option too. It could.
Yeah, you are the only one within 30.
And
right
I'm
now.
thinking just going basically straight in.
Okay.
And being focused only on Hrolkas. So like, I understand that the Stonemaker can gaze at me, but don't I have to meet its eyes? That like I have to look at it as well.
Yeah, I mean, like you're everybody's moving around and dodging around stuff during combat.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm just thinking that I'm not even looking at it. Like
I think it still could
even
still
pay
do its
attention.
thing at you. Like
yeah, if you're within 30 feet, you're in potential danger zone.
yeah, there's not like
Okay.
we don't have like a line of sight mechanic necessarily.
Okay.
Like I said, you can close your eyes. Like you could not use your eyes. Like, but that means that like the opponent that you're
blinded.
fighting is hidden to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
What if you could close your eyes as your last action?
I don't think it's an action.
go ahead and try. I mean, we'll deal with it. I'll if it uses its reaction, then let me know and I'll roll.
Now, one action, you're gonna move up. You're gonna attack him. Attack.
Yep, I'm attacking Hrolkas.
Okay.
And it's a +7, yeah. Yes. That's a 21 to hit.
A 21. Okay. You're gonna make
Don't
me
remember
actually
that.
look at it again. I think that's a hit.
I was
Yeah.
thinking 22. It is okay.
Yeah, 21's a hit.
12.
Oh.
7 plus 2. Yeah. 9 damage. It's slashing, not bludgeoning, but so that's 2, and then 1 action for Silver Forge. He's gonna roll. 25.
Okay.
And then attack with his second action with his tail. It's a +8. That's a natural 20.
yeah.
For his tail.
He's named, right? Named character?
Mhm.
Critical hit deck, natural 20.
And this is bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning damage, off balance, normal damage. The target triggers reactions as if it just used. Wait, the target triggers reactions as if it just used a move action. It is also flat-footed until the end of its next turn.
I don't
understand.
Nah, I don't either.
It's basically like if you had an attack of opportunity, you would get it right now.
Oh, but since no one has an attack of opportunity, then it's not really.
It doesn't help you in this situation. It's just
Yeah.
flat-footed for until next turn.
But the
You also get
Stonemaker
double damage.
automatically use its Stone Gaze on its
It
creature.
goes no. Turns to stone. All right. But
All right.
double damage.
Yeah.
Let's-
D8. 4 plus 3. 7 damage total.
So 14.
Yep.
All right. Describe your kill.
Yeah.
I think-
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think as Silverforge runs up, kind of jumps and spins to where that like heavy freaking tail is, and just smacks troll cuts across the head so much that like breaks her neck, or breaks their neck, and just. And
So
then
you hear
down they go.
for a brief moment the X-Men '97 theme. Da-la-la-da-da, da-la-la-la-da-da. And then you perform a combo move with Elnat and Silverforge and just finish off Rolkaz.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
In chess, the pawns go first.
It's not applicable here, but it was the only X-Men sound that we had, so I felt
I
the need
appreciate it. All right, so that is Elnat's turn. And you hear the whole crowd go,
oh shit. Now they start attacking.
Elnat's the new leader.
Elnet kind of turns around. He's like, "You said it needed to be done soon."
Well, Silverforge is the new reader, right?
That's right.
Silverforge is the new god.
All right, it is Karu's turn.
My mind reels as it feels the death of the creature. And so I whip back into myself. And in doing so, unleash my psyche out.
Nice.
And then I will see. I've got a new
Doing
target
that
now.
weird thing again.
Yeah, and I'll move 25. I can move there. Okay. So unleash psyche, free action. Move up, and I'm gonna throw a boulder at the basilisk. Sounds like a fun alliteration.
It's not just a boulder.
Oh yeah.
It's a rock.
Ooh, 14.
14 is going to be a miss in this case.
Okay. If I don't hit our friend the chair.
Okay.
Just nails his zip.
All right.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Walkroon, you're up.
That's me. Man. I don't really have anything ranged right now. I mean, I guess I can try to throw the spear. That seems like a bad idea.
Is there anything you can do that could give Zib help?
I mean, I could tell Zib what it's weak to, but we kind of already know that. Man, kind of fucked up by putting away the rifle, honestly.
And you can't use it at all until you are out of combat. Like you have to reload it out of combat.
No, I could. I just would have to pull it back out now and then reload it, and then.
Gotcha.
It would be like my whole turn to shoot it, which I mean, I guess I could. What am I hearing? Oh, we're just jumping between turns. Okay. Now I'm gonna just get ready in case I need to run up on it, or in case it somehow crits or something. So I'm gonna use my first action to pull out my chalice. Second action, exploit vulnerability. So I'm going to, even though I already know that it's weak to cold iron, I still have to roll this. And this is going to be against the standard DC for this creature's level. I got a 20. Is that a success?
I'm sorry. What are you trying to do?
I'm doing exploit vulnerability. A 20 against its standard DC for its level.
Okay. On the basilisk?
On the basilisk, yeah.
It's going to be a success. It is exactly a success.
Okay. It would have been a little bit better, but I'm frightened, so my stuff isn't quite as good. Okay, so I now know... I mean, I guess... Does it have any other weaknesses besides the cold iron?
No.
Okay. I just learned...
actually, what you got? You're looking for weaknesses on the basilisk?
Yeah, I recall an important
That's your
fact
question?
about learning. Yeah, highest weakness if it has multiple of the same value.
All right.
You can. I'm just exploiting the vulnerability.
Basilisks do not have any weaknesses.
But cold iron was a ruse?
Oh, okay. Interesting. Hi! I'm looking at it now. I don't think that cold iron hurts it anymore. He must have critically failed or something. Interesting. Cool. So instead of implementing a mortal weakness, I will invoke a personal antithesis, and it now has a weakness of 3 to any strikes that I do to it. So that was 2 actions, and God, third action, I'm going to try to aid Zivzeb and yell out. Let's see, I gotta figure out what Actually, I'm going to aid Zivzeb in trying to hurt it, and I'll figure out what that's going to be when it becomes Zivzeb's turn again. Except for it's Zivzeb's turn now. How would he aid him? Okay, I know what he's going to do. He's going to yell out that Hrolkos is dead. Now's your time. And I'm going to try to hype Zivzeb up, which I think would be... God, what would that be? Diplomacy? Can I hype him up with diplomacy?
Oh, I know how you do it. You hit him with one of these.
Oh my god!
Because he's your new god.
I like that. Yeah, I'm just seeing it. You know what? It actually, what it would be is performance. The problem is just I have a +2 to performance, so I'm probably not going to be able to aid. But you know what? That's what I'm trying to do. Walkaroon is not good at hyping people up. So if he attacks, I'm going to try to aid him and hitting by hyping him up, by letting him know that Hrolkos is dead and everyone's on our side.
Yeah.
Presumably.
That's my last action, because I don't want to get within 30 feet.
Alright. It is Zivzeb's turn. And Zivzeb starts his turn in the presence of this basilisk. So he's going to have to make a fortitude save.
Natural 1? Critical fail? Do you just instantly become stone?
I think we talked about this. If there's not explicitly a critical
If
failure
there's not, then it's
listed,
just a failure.
it's just a failure.
Needed every second of what I just watched you do.
What?
So, Zib-Zab is now slowed 1. Zib-Zab starts to turn to stone.
You always do that?
And he,
You're lucky there isn't a critical.
So
That's
he's going
great.
to start turning to stone, but he is going to, still try to defeat this creature before it kills him.
Use only up and ups.
He's working on it. Let's see. Got a little,
Honestly, if
little
he became stone,
27
it'd
to
probably
hit.
be beneficial to us.
27 to hit Stonemaker, so he hits Stonemaker.
Oh wait, yeah, I guess I will roll 8 on the next one. Forgot, I was paying attention to the way that Josh drinks out of his water bottle. How Lorna loves it.
I did not enjoy seeing that happen. I didn't know he did that until this moment in time, and I'm disturbed.
I didn't have it on stream, so you're good. I could though.
Alright, and he's going to do 17 points of damage to Stonemaker.
Okay. Is he gonna try to attack again?
He's going to try to attack
Oh, wait.
again.
He only has 2 actions now, though, right?
Oh, he's 2. That's only 1.
Okay, that was the first thing. Okay. All right, because the other one was a reaction. I rolled a 12 in performance to hype him up. So you do with that information as you don't even have to tell me if it succeeds or not. It's all up to what Zib-Zeb is feeling.
Critical failure.
He's going to get a minus 10. He's going to get a 17 on the second hit, which is not going to hit Stonemaking. But if it makes you feel better, an 18 wouldn't have hit either.
It does. Thank you.
It is Orpheus's turn.
No matter how much I hyped him up, would a 19 have hit? Because I could have critically hyped him up.
I won't tell you that.
That means yes. Number 1 or number 2. Number 1, I'm not gonna tell you.
What's up,
I
Lorna?
need some MacGruber drops.
I'm going to use, I guess, one action to switch weapons.
The swap, little swap
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
Yankee swap.
Swap action.
To my short bow.
Sure.
And then I'm going to try to shoot at, what's his face? Stonemaker.
Hell yeah. That's a hell of a shot.
It's not a sneak attack.
What's your 60-foot range?
Where does it show that?
That's a good question.
Sure.
Underneath, I think maybe. Like one of the, I don't know where. I don't have any range. All my range are like
60-foot range. You're fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Could not find that on here. Okay. What crappy roll? 18.
18 is miss.
Okay, and that's all. That's all,
Close.
folks.
2 actions.
How can I attack again?
Swapped shoot 2 action. John, she slowed.
Yep, never mind.
Yeah, Josh.
That was a good
2 action,
slow
John.
turn though.
All right. Back to the top of the round. It's Huang's turn. This is round 3.
12 seconds.
12 seconds have passed.
Fucking
You
God.
ran, and we're like, we're going to kill you. And 12 seconds later, she's dead.
That's fucking nuts. Embarrassing. To be fair, she
That's
was
how
fighting-
real life like duels work.
That's true.
To be fair, in the first 6 seconds of it, we thought that Orpheus was going to die.
That's true.
Because Orpheus started to
Mhm.
turn to stone and almost got his head bit off.
Yeah, that was not great.
So, all right, Huang's turn. What would you like to do, Lev?
I'm within. No, I'm not within 30 feet. How far am I?
You are 35 feet away.
35. Damn it.
But also good because
Yeah, no, it is
the
good,
gaze.
but damn it.
The gaze.
I was thinking a little Aqueous Blast action.
woohoo. Aqueous John?
Yeah, but it takes 2 actions in order to.
It takes 2 to tango for sure. I guess I can just do Ray of Frost. My range is 120 feet with that, so.
Oh yeah, there you go. What else you got?
I'm gonna do Ray of Frost on Mr. Stonemaker.
Okay. Little ranged attack. What'd you get?
27.
Jeez.
Seems
Pretty
like
good.
it'd probably be a hit.
Did you roll a D100?
Heck yeah.
What's going on?
Hell yeah.
Dirty 18.
What?
What is your damage?
That was your roll. That was your roll to hit.
Plus 9, right?
What are you asking me?
You got a 27. That's good. Roll your damage now, I
Yes.
think.
What did you roll for damage?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking my roll for.
No, you're
No,
good.
no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
You hit. That's funny. 18 points of damage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That Ray of Frost is chunky.
I'm not- She's not that
You have
good,
base
folks.
plus 9?
It's a ray of blizzard.
Yeah, no shit.
4 points of damage.
There
Okay.
we go. Hell yeah.
All right, 4 points of cold damage.
And it's flavor chili.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like a Gatorade flavor. It's like blue ice or
Man, it's
something.
so cold in here.
What color you want? I choose frost.
Think of the summer sun.
All right, that's only 2 actions, right? You still have 1 more action.
Yeah, technically.
You can attempt some sort of aid if you want for someone or anyone. Somebody, anybody, everybody scream. Oh, I have
Oh,
an
aid,
interesting aid idea. What if you tried to make a distraction to give someone an avert gaze bonus? Have it look over here as like Elnat runs up to it or something.
Huh?
Just an idea. I don't know if Brendan would like it or not, but
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, do the where you take your hands and put them upside down and look like a mask.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna do
this.
Yeah, raccoon eyes.
that. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna do
La,
that.
la,
Who are you
la,
aiding?
la, la, la.
So Huang's
Yep.
doing that and jumping up and down.
Okay, but you're aiding a specific person on a check.
Elnat.
So if Elnat has to
Alright. It is Krohan's turn.
our
He
main
is
main
over there.
Krohan? Let me zoom out the map a little bit so we can see where Krohan is.
That's,
Right?
20 feet. He's gonna charge over here. Come running. That seems close enough. He's gonna shoot an arrow at this basilisk that's embroiled in his combat. 26 is gonna be a hit.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
For 6 points of damage.
Oh.
I think Krohan
Hell
has
yeah.
dealt the most damage this combat.
Don't know if that's true.
I feel like
think
he's been
it's,
sleeping a little bit throughout this this little arc.
Yeah.
Now he's finally
finding
like-
his moment.
He's gonna shoot again and miss. Hrolkaz is dead.
Sure.
These guys are amazed. You guys have defeated their leader. They're waiting to see what happens next. If the gods will finish each other off and then kill one of you. But they're now fully invested in this combat that's going on. It is Stonemaker's turn. He's going to attempt again. Remember, Zibzab
It's slowed.
failed 1 save. Slowed.
So if he fails this, the
Gonna
god
turn
turns to
its full
stone.
gaze on Zibzab, so it's going to be... Wait a minute. I'll let you guys choose. What D20 do you think for Zibzab?
I'm thinking clear.
Yeah, clear
God,
for Zibzab.
the god is a clear winner. That's what it is.
Clear hearts, clear minds, clear eyes.
Yeah, it's
Um,
big. I'm going full
Clear
screen
minds
Brendan here.
prevail.
As he gazes around at all of the screens. Which one has the DC? Which one
You
has
got
his bonus?
a 19 on his fortitude
Stupefied.
save.
Oh no.
Oh my god, Zibzeb just turned to fucking stone.
So you see it
I
go,
guess that stops him from eating people.
and there's now a stone, like
A stone
statue
stone.
of, yeah, a stone former. Now the altar is truly an altar of stone.
Wow. Do we immediately know, like, it's very obvious that it happened?
No.
I think... Zibzeb! Zibzeb! Fuck! Well, I guess we don't have to worry about him eating anybody anymore.
He is truly lost.
True.
We should probably break him up and use him as gravel, I would say.
So that was 2 actions on this creature's turn.
Sure. Uh-oh, it's moving.
It is now.
No,
well,
it's still
no
stuck
longer.
to him.
It's gonna shake off this. Shake off this grapple condition. And it's going to move its full complement here. Let's see.
Oh god, this just got so bad.
It's just gonna move out in the middle of this combat.
well.
This thing, as soon as it starts moving, you realize it's got like 8 legs.
We gotta fuck it up now. We've got so many people's turns, we just gotta fucking swang and bang. We gotta
It
keep
is
this thing down.
Angoric's turn, and thankfully he is 35 feet away.
I'm 35 feet away. I'm going to, even though I've learned that Wokron has lied to me for like 5th time this campaign.
What did I lie about?
You said he was weak to cold iron.
I think.
Oh, that was
somebody else said that.
Was that?
No, it was on your most
I didn't say
recent exploit vulnerability thing
that we found out that
Brendan
it
said.
wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weak to
Right.
cold iron. But
Yeah,
I think was it my
I'm
check?
pretty sure I was for Elnat. I'm pretty sure it's for Elnat. He did a knowledge check on this thing when you guys.
Yeah, because I asked about the eyes thing. So Elnat's roll is what gave us the cold iron information, which turned out to be incorrect. Which is such a cool mechanic, and I fuck with secret rolls.
Yeah, no, Angoric is still going to blame Wokron for this.
That's fine.
And
Typical
regardless,
Oric
he's still
behavior.
going to use the cold iron on his hip to make an attack.
I didn't yell it out, to be fair. Yes, I did. Never mind.
That is a 25 to hit.
To hit.
Fuck yeah. That's a good start. Okay. It's not max damage, but it is 12 points of damage.
Yeah, that's
This thing's
not
gotta
bad.
be low. Zivzab, for all he did do some chunky damage.
Yeah, is it
12 points of
bloody?
damage. This creature it's like dragging a couple of its legs, and it's like thrashing about, and you see like one of its eyes is like partially closed, like it's closed over, like it's bleeding over its eye.
So
It's looking real
rough.
bad.
Sick.
Good to know.
Angoric is going to do the same thing he did on a previous turn, and then just cast Guidance on Wokron. Because even though Wokron has lied to him, still forgives him.
As is the religious way. For my sins and whatnot.
All right. It is Elnat's turn. And you're
Hey.
starting your turn within 30 feet of this creature.
Oh man, here we go.
We're gonna do a little fortitude save, and
When I get that
Plum
bonus,
is trying
right?
to distract it
Yes.
somehow.
With my face.
Trying
Making
to
a
distract
funny
it to give you a
face?
bonus. What are you rolling, Sarah, to try and distract it?
A D20.
What's
Well,
your
like,
what bonus?
are
Like
you doing,
performance,
like-
probably?
yeah, performance or intimidation or deception, like what skill?
I'm not good at any of those. I guess deception. Deception's fine. 11.
I mean, that might be
I'm
good.
gonna
I
say
guess
no-
no, to be
So say no bonus on this one.
No bonus? Okay.
Just Elnat and his fortitude save.
Sorry, Elnat.
Okay. Yeah, shit happens. It was worth a shot. 14, 9, 25 on fortitude.
All right, you feel fine.
Then I will take this, and I'm just gonna be bringing that great axe down on this thing. A 24 to hit.
That'll be hit.
11. 13 damage.
Okay. Describe your kill.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit!
I think Elnat, he knows it's right there behind him, and he just kind of circles around and brings the axe over all of his body and just freaking goes right through the neck of this thing, and just
Jesus
one
Christ, it's Jason
clean
Bourne.
swipe. Nice. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. The head rolls on this creature. We'll probably just pick up here next week. See what happens. The crowd is roaring. The mimic is stone. The
Oh, and they
basilisk
stank the whole time.
What'd you say?
They stank the whole time.
Oh yeah,
That
they
crowd.
Yeah, we forgot.
I love how we
was-
did not remind him.
There's a cloud.
Yeah,
going.
I think technically they can suppress it as an action. They weren't technically fighting you guys, and I think the only people that were like close enough to the crowd were probably like Huang and maybe Elnat for part of that.
Oh, it was the actual crowd. Okay, I was
Yeah.
thinking it was the main guys. That
It's the
that stunk.
troglodytes. Yeah, the troglodytes.
Gotcha.
Technically, yeah, Krolk has that ability too, so that should have happened. But
Cool.
it's
And
okay.
druids
It's just,
smell all sorts of stuff anyway.
that's true.
All right.
They smell lots of things.
Well, thank you,
So
stream.
we'll find out
Thank you,
what
video.
happens next week.
Yeah, catch you next time. Bye bye.